Bang! Neevesknives. We are live, ladies and gentlemen, live on Neevesknives. I'm Jared, by the way, and this is the 100K Plaque celebration live. I did not do the giveaway yet because yesterday when I posted on Instagram that I was going to do the giveaway today, I forgot I had the live today, and you can only post so many videos a day on YouTube, and they'll put out notifications. So I'm going to do it tomorrow. But actually, it works out because one of the giveaway items, because we have a bunch of giveaway items, pretty badass giveaways for this for the plaque giveaway. I'm gonna have you guys help me pick it out because I thought about doing one. I always had the plan of one, but I didn't think about it. I should just maybe ask you guys what you guys think, and maybe we can kind of vote on it. But today I've been carrying around this plaque in my back pocket. You gotta flex it in the back pocket. So pretty badass. Can you guys see the camera through it? This is all mirror, so you can see probably the camera through it. Thought it was gonna be a little bit heavier, but it's okay. I think I'm gonna put it right where the license plate is, probably. I haven't decided yet. I thought about putting it next to the light over there, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Um, I haven't decided if we're gonna do a giveaway tonight for the live yet. I mean, I figured we might as well, right? It is a 100K plaque live, so I feel like we should give something away, but we'll still do the big giveaway. Hey, Ed, thank you, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate it so much. When I seen this show, because I was getting nervous. I was getting nervous because what was it? A couple weeks ago with Joe from Forged in Fire, he I got a copyright fucking hit on that video because we played somebody else's content. And which is fair use, by the way. I'm allowed to, but they hit me with the copyright. And in the terms, when you're getting your plaque, like they go through your channel. And one of the things is if you've had a hit within 30 days, you can't get the plaque. So I was like, damn it, man. I don't know. Maybe it was longer now. Maybe it was within 90 days or something. But it was, maybe it was only 30. Doesn't matter. But the point was I had just gotten it. So I was like, man, is that going to stop me from getting it? And then I started thinking like all kinds of crazy stuff, with my head. Like, oh man, like, I don't know. Are they going to look at my channel and then be like, oh, it's a knife channel, take them down? But no, I wound up going back on the site because you got to fill out a thing, for it. And when I went back and filled it out, everything went through like that. So I had already did it once for them to like evaluate my channel, and then I went back on it and bam, it went right through. So I didn't know how long it was going to take. Wound up getting it pretty quick. So that's badass. That's a copyright claim. They were talking about copyright strike. You and I went through this. I looked up the rules. Yeah, I know. I'm saying what I was worried about, though, right? Like, your head worries about everything like that's something that's on the line. You think about everything, especially when you're reading it in front of you when you're filling out the thing, right? So it's one of those things. And like just bullshit. You start thinking about it being knife related and all kinds of stuff, but I know there's other knife content that already have plaques, so I wasn't that worried about it. But I wanted to, I was excited. This is the first thing I've ever gotten in my life. I've never gotten a trophy for anything. I've never gotten a plaque, or I think I got belts in martial arts. I got one ribbon one time in a race. I think in like the 5th or 6th grade, I got second place in a race. And like that's it. Like other than that, I've never gotten shit. So it felt good. But we do have some topics we're still going to talk about tonight. Besides something we're going to give away. And I do want to talk about, like I was just saying, one of the items, because okay, so the knife sale we recently did. The person that the knife sale is from said I could pick one of the knives to give away as long as it's $200 or less. So we have a few different knives we could technically pick from of which one, we should give away. I was originally going to go with the Manix XL just because it's such a damn good knife. But there is a couple other options that might be pretty good. So here, I'm gonna run a couple on the list for you guys, and you guys let me know what you guys think. Oh, Mike, thank you, brother. Gotta run, bro. I just stopped by to say congratulations. Spending time. Wait, I'm spending the entire weekend with the daughter. Good for you, man. Good for you. Have fun with the daughter. Thank you for the 5 bones, and thank you for swinging in. I do appreciate it. Holy shit, Maurice! Holy shit, son of a bitch. Life isn't a cabaret. It's a dive bar. Thank you, Maurice. Holy shit, man. Thank you so much. Wow. Wow, wow. That's amazing. That's crazy, man. Shout out to Maurice. He's back. He's back. Long time no see. For those of you that are new, Maurice has been a part of the family for a long time, and every time he disappears, we do miss him. We definitely miss him. And his rants and comments, he's always hilarious. Shout out to Maurice. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. So between the knives that we have to pick, we got, and I'm gonna pick like some of the only good ones that I would honestly do. I said the Manix XL, the Spyderco Canis. If you guys don't know that, that's that other Warncliffe. So that's a not other, but it's a Warncliffe. Badass knife though. Technically the Spyderco Police, the Spyderco Petits. I'm not sure if that would be a good one to compare with the other two. We could do that one, but hold on a second. The ZT 0450 carbon fiber, that's a good one. The Native Chief, I think the Manix XL would be a little better than that one though. We could technically do the MK Ultra Kukri folder. That's a little bit more, but I could maybe just put in the bones for it. What else do we have? Make sure you guys are listening so you guys can let me know which one sounds the best. Where am I at? There was another one. What was it? The Best Tech Delta. The Best Tech Delta is another one. Yeah, so between the Best Tech Delta and the other ones I mentioned, the ZT and I think really it should be between the Delta, the ZT, the Manix XL, and the Canis. So I'm not sure what you guys think. Which one do you guys think would be the best gift out of those? The Manix XL? I think so too. I'm trying to think if I missed one. I'm trying to see. The Spyderco Police, the Spyderco Petits, I said those. So any bones for Alex? Manix XL, Manix. Okay, that's where we're gonna go. The Manix. Oh, Jacob says the Police. The thing with the Police is it's technically more affordable. So for a win, some of the other ones are closer in price. Like if we talk about the Canis, it's neck to neck. Technically, the Canis is a little bit more money. So they're right there. I vote the Boker Magnum Rainbow Mermaids. Kirk, I wish that's what I'd pick too, but it's just not on the list. It's just not on the list. ZT0450 is always soft. Yeah, and you know what? Speaking of soft, we are going to talk about some soft steel here in a second. We're going to talk a little steel talk, a little sharpening talk. We got a bunch of little topics we're going to talk about, but MagnaCut in particular, I think I'm ready, honestly, to have a conversation with Brian from Transparent Knives. I'm thinking about asking him if he wants to do another live with me, and we can have a little discussion. He's obviously a heat treater and everything and all that good stuff, but at this point, I've tested enough MagnaCut where I think I guess, how it actually is, because I have a really, I guess, big understanding of how it feels. In some, I guess, how can I put this? I guess with other steels, since MagnaCut's new, and we had the ability to have it from a bunch of companies really quick, and also from custom makers also at the same time. We've had the ability to know exactly heat treats and HRCs and things like that to actually know, like, where it's good, where it's bad, which ones feel soft, which ones don't. Because I'll be honest, I felt some soft MagnaCut. So, and I've noticed, man, there is a massive, massive difference between MagnaCut at like 61 HRC and MagnaCut at 63. Like, it is tremendous, the difference. It's insane, the difference. And don't get me wrong, I always know, like with other steels, like when some feel soft, when some feel good. However, I can't verify the HRC to a certain extent. But when I for sure have had tested, HRC tested, not me personally, but somebody else, and tested it, and then had other stuff that's maybe not been HRC tested, but is from reliable companies, and and then in between all the HRCs in between, because I basically had it from 61 all the way up to 64.5. So, and I've noticed where the cutoff line is, where it gets bad, where it's really good. And basically, what I've noticed is everything from 63 and up. You could say 62.7 and up, but to be safe, 63 and up. Now, obviously, I'm not a heat treat expert, guys. And I know the heat treat is very, very important, and HRC is just one variable, right? It's just one thing. I get that. I don't need everybody screaming about that. It's one part. However, that is one part that can let you know at least that if that's done well, if the treat's done well, you'll have, good edge retention, and it'll be a good quality steel for the money, right? If it's a good heat treat and a low HRC, is it still going to be good? Yeah, but it's not going to be at the level it could be. Anyways, what I'm talking about though is after it's below what I've noticed, six, basically like 62 and a half, it dramatically feels different, dramatically, and it sharpens completely different. The edge it takes is completely different. How insanely sharp it gets, and I'll say this: I don't think that from a lot of production companies, especially if they're doing it between 60 and 61, you probably don't even want to polish edge on it, because it gets slick. And we're actually going to talk about one I just recently did, which I'm not sure if he's in here yet. He might be in here. If um maybe I'll wait for him to get in here. But I got somebody's knife here that I sharpened in MagnaCut, and it's on the soft run. Now, I've said this, what was it? The S45 I recently did, that I have, that I got to mail out on Monday. That stuff was soft too. And I've done quite a bit of S45, and I can kind of tell. And it's from ProTech, both of them. Now, I love ProTech, guys. I love ProTech. ProTech's awesome. No knock against ProTech. ProTech's amazing. But I do think they're running their heat treats a little bit soft. This MagnaCut, um, it's stupid sharp. Don't get me wrong. The edge is very sharp. I did not even take it to a polish. I took it to 600 grit, and I stropped it on a quarter micron. And to me, I mean, don't get me wrong, dude. It's sharp. Anybody who grabbed this would be like, whew. To me, though, I can tell the difference, like between the higher HRC stuff and this, and I could tell by the way it felt on the I could tell everything, by the way it felt on the stone. Um, Even like, I took a little video, actually. I can't show it to you guys, but showing the burr. I created a burr, and I was literally just folding it back and forth with my fingers, just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But it wouldn't even come off. So, like, that's obviously saying, it's not really hard. Otherwise it just snap off after I bent it twice. Anyways, at 600 grit, stropped at with quarter micron, it's slick to me. Like I can run my finger. I mean, it's sharp. Don't get me wrong, it's fucking sharp. But I can tell, like, that bite, that real high level of bite. I mean, it's got bite, but the high level of bite it doesn't have. Not like, say, the Spyderco Mule, right? The Spyderco Mule was 63, I think, is what they did it at. I think it's 63. Yeah, 63. And that was really, really, really good. I really like that stuff. Spyderco, to me, they do a really good job with their heat treats. The past year or two, I have not found anything from Spyderco that I didn't like. But yeah, this stuff, I mean, it's still good. Everybody will probably be just fine with it. But when you know the difference, right? When you felt the difference, it says something. Is it fine? Yeah, it's fine. But the difference is just it's pretty massive. Now, the tactile rock wall in MagnaCut, I think they're in the similar probably range of HRC. It's seemed like it had a little bit more bite than this. So it's probably, I would imagine it's a little bit higher, to be honest. So this one I would think was a little bit softer than Tactiles. Tactile seems like it's a little bit higher than this, but not as high as Spyderco's Mule. Now, my 64.5, and I've sharpened other than this stuff, but this one is like on another level. I can take it all the way up to, I can take it up to any level of polish and it stays super sticky. Not only that, when I deburr it, like the burr just like, it comes off so fast, so clean, so easily. There's no struggling with the burr. There's no folding the burr. It just peels right off. Now, is there any downfalls to it being this high? I almost thought possibly, but I really don't think so. I don't think so. Not in like this type of knife. I think it might be in like a fixed blade or something harder use, but in a regular folder, I think it can only be beneficial. Now you're losing toughness, but you're not losing a toughness to the effect that, to the point that it'll affect your EDC knife. I know there's comments. I've been kind of ranting. Let's get to the 1,000,000 subs, Doc. I'm on my way. On the way. We're gonna get there. It was Sam Tripoli is what your voice sounded like, not the other guy, which I already forgot what his name was. I'll take that. Okay. What was the next thing I want to talk about? Oh, the wait. So I don't know. I'm hoping this year I got a couple little topics I'm going to talk about that's like kind of like because of the plaque and things like that. But we have some regular knife topics. But I'm hoping this year I'm gonna I'm hoping, because after getting 100K, I'm hoping I can get a little bit more leverage with some of the USA companies, and hopefully I can get some of them to start working with me a little bit more, because it has been difficult for them to even get them to answer me. But I'm hoping now that some of them will. But if that's possible, I am planning on doing a lot, even if I have to pay for it. But I'm planning on getting a lot more, as much as possible, USA stuff on the channel as possible this year, as much as I possibly can. I've already, and I'm actually going to request a little help this the next couple weeks. There's a couple videos I really want to do, and I'm going to see if I can't possibly get. I want to put together the best USA ever, like the best USA made knives ever. Like, and I want to do like a 10 video. I don't have those knives. Right. I'm probably a couple from my collection, but I know I'm going to have to reach out, because I can't I don't want two from one company. I want every one to be a different company. So there's companies I don't have that I think belong on the list. So I'm hoping some people from the community, I wouldn't be using them or doing anything. It would be just strictly for the video, but I'm hoping possibly some people in the community that have some of those heavy hitter USA made knives that are not just like little custom companies. I mean, if they're pretty popular or big, or like if it's like one of those, then yeah. But if it's like a really small niche company, no, I want it to be like the best, right? Like something that is obtainable for people. But even if it's really expensive, but something, you know what I mean? Fucking heavy hitters in the USA, because I want to do the best of all time. I think that would be an amazing video. I think it'd be a great video for the channel and just for people to watch, to see the heavy, even if it has to be a 15, like the top 15, right? But I want it to be at least 10, if not more. I bought my first auto in Arizona this year, a Kershaw Auto. An OD Green seems like a pretty decent knife, a very snappy opener. Yeah, well, Kershaw, the USA made Kershaw Launch Series, they got some good autos. No, they're really good. The one, and it's not that big of a deal, but the one little issue is that they were always like right at 100 or less, and now because of inflation, man, they're over 100. I was looking today. This goes into this subject. So I was trying to put together. I wanted to put together top 5 USA made budget knives under $100. Right? I wanted to do that. Man, they're shit. They're all shit. It's shit. Like, it makes me sad, man, because like the only things I have to go from, like the launch series, right? I can do the launch series. There's a couple knives that are still under $100 from the launch series, but not the ones that I would consider like the best. Like the Kershaw bare knuckle. Okay, I could put that one on the list, right? But it's pushing it. It's right there at 100. Um, then all the other ones, like the ones I could find, are like 440A, and I know the fit and finish wouldn't even hold up to a $30 Civivi, you know? Uh, It I don't want the video to be a video that makes the USA look bad, you know what I mean? I'd like the video to make us look good, but it's tough, man. It's tough trying to find 5 USA made good. Okay, you know what I did find though? I didn't buy it, but I might still buy it. But the Kershaw Skyline? That was a discontinued Kershaw, USA made, good Kershaw. It used to be in 14C28N. They have an exclusive on Blade HQ for 20 CV. I never knew that. So I thought about getting that. That's right at 100. But their detents are really light. It is an older knife. I think it's still a good knife. I think with 20 CV, it might be a contender. So that's one I could possibly do. I did find an OTF. It's over 100 though, so it can't even be on the list. Um, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? I found a couple bucks. I found a buck and I found another knife. They were like $35, but 440A, and I already know the fit and finish. Like, they don't even have good sharpening choils. The plunge grinds look like shit. It drives me nuts. Like, this is the part that drives me nuts, I guess, a little bit, is I know the geometry sucks. I know the plunge grind is going to be like wonky. The geometry, or sorry, the grind itself is going to be off like crazy. The fit and finish is going to be all whacked up, and a $20 knife from another company, which I know it's overseas, blah blah blah, would stomp all over it, grind wise, um edge wise, just everything wise across the board. And I'd like to think that a $90 knife, like if I could find like a $90 knife, should be able to smoke a $30 knife from overseas. I would want that. Can I find that though? Like even the Spyderco like Manix lightweight, that used to be like 90 bucks, 80, 90 bucks. Now they're 115. The Spyderco Para 3 lightweight, that's 115. Nothing is under $100 now that I can find that's actually a contender for like the best. But what sucks is I'm gonna do the video regardless, but it's like, what could be the best? What could be the best? And listen, guys, I'm not like trying to shit on them. I'm not. I want to find something. I want to find 5 greats to be proud of. Dukes, thank you for the 5 bones. What was your first knife you dropped real money on? That's tough because like I back in the day when I was younger, I used to collect a lot. And probably some type of buck or something. I don't know what you'd call real money. Um, at the time, it was real money for me. When I got back into the community, because I had fallen out as a community. I wasn't even a part of the community, but I was a knife collector. But when I found the community, my first like drop over $100 was like a Kubi, and then a Tuya, the Tuya Envy one, which is still a badass piece. It's there's only 100 of them made. That was like $220. That was real money though. Like to me, that was like a huge deal, especially at the time. Like I didn't have no money, so it was a big deal. Aiden, thank you for the 2 bones, man. Thank you. I do appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, man. Um, so I'm so amazed, man. I knew eventually it would come, but damn it, I'm excited it's here because uh, it feels like it was forever, but then it doesn't. At the same time, but it was a hell of a lot of videos, a lot of content, and great times. It's like it's a mile marker, and I can't wait for the 200K. Oh, and we're getting there too. We are definitely going to get there. Knife Whip says, do you feel that American made knives are overpriced in many cases with the material used and the R&D being paid for many, many years ago? Examples, Griptilian, Delica, Endura, Old ZTs, and many others. Yeah, I do. But I understand it. I do understand because, our wages are higher. They have warranties. They run a sharpening service. They have the best warranties in the business. That costs something. They do free sharpening service for life. That costs something. If you need a screw or something, they'll just send it to you. That costs something. Um, like I said, being USA, they have to pay insurances and this and that. Like, I get it. And I don't mind, right? I don't mind paying more for USA. I do not mind. I want us to compete. I want us to be, I don't want us to be looked at as the shitty knives because, like, years ago, it was the opposite way, right? We were proud of our knives and we used to look at the overseas knives as shit. Now it's the opposite way. Like, and I'm not saying that. Like, I 100% love USA made knives the best out of all knives. Like, those are my favorite. But I mean, like, in a sense of which what people can afford, right? What most people can afford. Now, some knife makers would just say, you get what you pay for, right? Shell out the fucking money and get yourself a good tool. Get yourself something to be proud of and put the money up, right? I get that. I do. But I also understand being the guy on the job that needs a good knife. I want a good knife. And I don't want a shit knife, right? And $50, $60, $100 is a lot to spend on just a pocket knife for the job site that you're going to be tearing up, you know. And you don't like, if right? Because like obviously there's always going to be the Walmart knives, always going to be those, right? Of course there is, and that's fine. That's for the guy walking down the aisle that just needs a knife. He don't know any better. He buys it, gets ripped off, and that's his perception of a knife as a Gerber. But then there's the guys that know the know the knife community, and they know what $80 will get you. They know what $100 can get you. We should have knives that fit that area, right? That are good, that compete. I don't care if they cost a little bit more, right? I don't care about that, but they should beat a 20, 30, $40 knife from overseas. $100 USA made knife should beat And I mean in every way. Steel, fit, finish, all that stuff. Uh, and in some ways that they do. There are a couple, right? Like I mentioned, the Kershaw bare knuckle, the Kershaw knockout, some of the Kershaw launch knives. What do we have? The dividends USA, right? Um, the Kershaw leak. That's another good one. But how about, let's say, non-assisted knives, manual knives, because that's mostly what I'm looking for. I Why do we have to have assisted? Like it just, I don't know. I don't want to find assisted. I want them to be manual. Hey, Richard, thank you, man. Thank you for the 5 bones. It seems I always have problems with $100 plus knives, but buy a Kubi Civivi Kaiser, always perfect. It's backwards. you know, I've been there, man. I've been there, and I know what you mean, but you just got to know. You got to get the right ones. Like there are, don't get me wrong. I know, man. I've done that too, where I've shelled out $150, and then I have like a $50 knife that's just, I'm just way happier about. Like, and I mean, like, it just works better. Everything's better. But there are some really good knives if you know what to look for. But in the same breath, there's shit knives too. So I guess go with the recommended, right? Go with the ones everybody else is raving about. Don't go with the ones that you just see and you think looks good and it sounds good. The price sounds good. Don't do that. All right. Go with the ones that people are raving about. And I don't mean they're just talking about saying they're nice. They're raving about, right? Like those are the ones everybody's raving about. You're pretty much guaranteed it's a good knife at that point. Ooh, ooh. Dukes of Hazard with the 5 bones. Thank you, man. Congrats on the 100K. Your authentic attitude and knowledge brought me here to tune into your content, saving up for something nice. Hell yeah. That's awesome, man. Um, Blade Banter. Thank you, man. I appreciate you coming in. Shout out to Blade Banter. Definitely go and follow his content. I've seen Jared, time to design your own knife. I got something in the works, brother. I got something in the works. Uh, we two son are just two examples. Yeah. Well, I mean, if we talked about, right, like right now, if I said top Maurice, you son of a bitch, you're already capped out. No more out of you. Hey, Brains, Telly Savalos can boil an egg. Thank you, Maurice. Thank you for the 20 bones, man. I appreciate it. Um, no more out of you, though, man. No more. No more. Calm down. That's 220 already. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. If we said top three, right? Top three best, and I don't mean like, don't put into count location or anything like that, but just best. 3 best budget knives. Or sorry, excuse me, budget companies. 3 best budget companies. You'd be hard pressed, hard pressed to not say Civivi, Kubi, and Kaiser in 2022. Now, that's not saying that you can't come up with 3 more that are knocking on their fucking doors, like QSP. Concept you could, but Concept, I'd still put them a little bit back farther. So, not saying they don't have great stuff, but catalog to catalog, they're a little too new. But QSP, CJRB, or Artisan, they're right there too. So it's like that's like the top 5, right? Um, if we want to talk about budget premium knives, then we would say Tucson, right? Then you could start talking about Wii and stuff like that. But just budget knives, it's hard to not have those 3 in your top 3. Like you could damn near pick just about anything out of their catalog, and they're at least going to be good. Mick with the 5 bones. Thank you, man. Does there is any good EDC knife Canadian made? I haven't seen anything about it. I don't know about Canadian made knife. Oh, yeah, there's one. There's one, but it's very expensive. And that's the Norseman. Yeah. The Norseman is in the Rask. They're both Canadian made. Sorry, Grismo, Norseman, and the Grismo Rask. They're Canadian. They live in Canada. It's a Canadian-made knife, but you're gonna spend some money, probably about anywhere between 800 and 1,200 bucks. Only the Skaha. Is the Skaha's Canadian? The Skaha's good though. Skaha, man, that's a good. I liked it. It's super light, man. Like it almost is weightless, but the action's amazing. That's a really good one. The screen you are looking at is made from China. Yes, it is. A lot of things around me are made in China. Fuck, I can grab a knife right next to me. It's made in China. I'm not bitching. I'm rooting, right? Like I obviously make Chinese made knife videos. I'm speaking from patriotism. Like I want our country to do good. You know, I want to root for the home team. I want us to compete, right? So it doesn't mean I won't tell the truth about, other knives. I want everybody to get good quality knives regardless of their budget. And I'm going to review a knife honestly, and whatever it is, it is. Same with the US. Now they do get some points for being in the US, but that holds them so far when it comes to knife qualities, right? Like that can give you a leg up in price, or a leg down. I don't know how you'd put it, where it might cost a little bit more. But I do expect, if it's going to cost more, I want some of those. I still want the things that the other companies are able to do at a budget, at a more affordable price. I still want. If owning a knife is wrong, I don't want to be right. In fact, you'd have to paralyze me first. In a conference call, so can listen, but can watch and type. Shout out to Seems Logical and his conference call. USA. I think it's a lot easier to find a fixed blade USA. Yes, yeah, for sure. SE, for sure, yeah, 100. I actually almost bought one earlier. What was it? The Rat 3, the one that's 3.5 inches. That's a really sweet one. The good micarta. I think it's 5160. I think it was steel. But yeah, no, you can find some good fixed blades. But that's there's it's more cheaper to make those, so you can expect that. Um, but when it comes to folding knives and pocket knives, it is what it is, man. It is the way I look at it. This is the way I look at it, I guess. Is if you want USA made, 115 to 150, even higher, right? Obviously higher, but 115 to 150, you can get a good quality of fucking banging USA made knife. But anything cheaper than that, you're struggling. Like I said, I named a couple, but so it's very difficult for me to make that top 5 video, especially if they're not assisted. I can make it with assisted knives, but I don't want to. I really don't want to. But, because it's like it's hard for me to say the best and in the same breath say, but I wouldn't carry it because I don't carry assisted knives anymore. I just don't. I don't really like them. And that's me. Like anybody else, like if you like assisted knives, carry them all you want. I used to carry the shit out of them. Just now I don't prefer to carry those. Even some of the ones I really like, I just prefer not to. But that's not saying that they're bad. Hey, Josh, thank you for the 10 bones. Any recommendations for high-end Spidey Flick knives? Already have an Arius and Nimble. Would love a Rosie. Loves the content. Yeah, I was going to say the Rosie. Man, there's a lot, man. There's a lot. When you're talking high-end, the sky's the limit, right? The sky is the limit. Well, I guess this is kind of, but you could go with a reblade from Transparent Knives if you have the knife already, like a Bug Out or the 80 20.5s, You know, you could get a reblade and you can get whatever, the steel you want, the grind you want, the heat treat you want, the blade shape you want. You could do that USA made. What else is there? I mean, there's a ton of shit when you're talking about like even, obviously Spyderco, and you can mod them however you want and make them how you want. You could even take knives that already exist that are really, really good and modify them into what you want. Uh, you know, you mentioned the Arius. Um, what else is really good? Spidey flicking fun. You know what's kind of funny is I don't see too many Spidey flicking South African knives. That would be cool to see them start doing that. But yeah, you can go custom. Oh, that new Browns knife. It's an integral. Oh man, it has a sick hollow grind. What's the name of that name of that knife, guys? You guys know what I'm talking about. That new Browns knife. I think it's Browns knife. It's an integral. It's got all the milling in it. It's a button lock, but it's similar to like a liner button lock. Maurice with another 5 bones. Have some more sloppy joes. I made them extra sloppy for you. Thank you, man. Thank you. Settle down, Maurice. Settle down. I've been flicking the heck out of my Curtis F3 non-flipper all day. Now they make them in MagnaCut, if that's yo thing. Yeah, the Curtis knives, that's another one. Some people say they're overpriced. There's also Quest Customs. Quest Customs. That's Olamics. The Olamic Whippersnapper. I love that. It's a Spidey flicker. That thing's a really good Spidey flicker, and it's got a top flipper. The Brown, yes, the Brown FSD. That thing. There you go. The Brown FSD. I think it's $850. But damn it, is it amazing. Yo, Jared, did you fuck no, not the hot stuff. I ate all of the barbecue, but I didn't eat the hot stuff. I'm not good with spicy stuff, but I'll definitely fuck with somebody with it. I'll definitely give it to somebody. But no, I'm not a huge spice person, man. Like it'd fuck me up. I'm not good with spicy. I can handle like very low level spicy. Like I like sriracha. That's really good. But like anything hotter than that, I don't enjoy. Thank you. Thank you, Zachariah. I appreciate it. Lefty has the Browns on. Yes, yes. He says he might send it to me. I want to check it out, man. I think it looks badass. The Rosie is a gorgeous knife. I want one so bad. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to hit any of the lottos yet, and the price on the secondary market is just insane. Yeah, that's how it is for those goodies. If you want the goodies, you're gonna pay for it. Like the Koenigs, some of the my brain's farting. Churros, some of the churros, a lot of those, man. If they're really sought after on the secondary market, they're gonna get you. Chris says, I didn't think the new Browns knife was an integral. Is it not an integral? I thought it was. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be. I don't have one, so maybe I'm wrong. I could be thinking of two different knives all in one. I do have the Cortex V2, and it is absolutely amazing knife. The action is insane. Yeah, the Cortex, that's another good one. It's got a tight reverse flick, but it's still good. It's a really good knife. Super smooth. Ricardo, thank you for the bone, man. Thank you. Um, it is not. Oh, it's not an integral. So I was wrong about that part. But the grind is sick. I know that, and the milling is insane. Um, I remember that for sure. I remember being very jealous when I seen it. I wanted one bad. It looks so good. But no, you guys are right. It's not because I'm stupid. It can't be because of the way the liner is inside of it with the button lock. I'm a dumbass. You guys are right. I'm sorry. I have one sock. Wait, I have one sock on my left foot. You should. You should. I mean, I got one on my right and left. Beat that. I bet it is. I bet it is. I want one bad, man. And I can't afford one, but I mean, they look so sweet. It looked to me, when you see like a good one, you know what I mean? Like there's those knives where if you've been in the community long enough, you know it when you see it. You know that it's going to be one of those knives as long as nothing goes bad, right? As long as all of a sudden it's like a knife that has like the worst heat treat ever, or all of a sudden like the lock just fails so easily or something like that, or the guy's lying about something, right? Like as long as nothing like that happens, you can tell it's one of those knives that's going to be sought after, and you know it's a heavy hitter. It's one of those, you can tell. So picked up the Kaiser Rapids this week. Very nice, very pleased. Nice. I got the Rapids right here, but this one, I don't know if you know or not, but they actually recently dropped a new version with a flipper tab. This isn't the flipper tab one. This is the thumb stud one, but they have a flipper tab one now. Coincidence. I had this sitting right here. This thing has amazing action. Look at this. Complete guillotine action. Great detent too. It's crazy how good their action is on these budget knives from Kaiser. Amazing micarta. Really, really good quality micarta. Nice texture to it. It's nice and soft. Yeah, I like it. Detent is nice and early too, right there. So it's so easy to get past, even if I hold it up high. But the most impressive to me as of right now, Ed Easton with the 20 bounce. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, Ed. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. The one that's really impressing me, man. It's so impressive. Is this damn Kubi right here. The Kubi Momentum. Holy cow, this thing is so good. Like, I'm hard pressed. Like, if I sat here and thought of like top 5 best budget knives, this is going in it for sure. And I know I would have to put the Riffle and probably the Brazen in there as of right now. Maybe one other knife from Kaiser, because Kaiser has a few really good ones. But this one has to go in there. It has to. It's so damn good. It's one of those knives that like you don't want to stop fidgeting with. But not only that, not only is it just like an amazing fidget knife, it's so comfortable and it works so good. It's a great tool, and those are the knives I love. Great tools. The detent is super early. Look at that. Look at how early that is. That's locked up. That's the detent. So you're always past the detent, and it's a guillotine action. It took like 30 minutes to break in. The thumb studs land in a perfect spot. Detent is the perfect amount of strength, perfect type of flipper tab with the exact type of jimping you want to do all the little tricks and shit. It's so good. Hey everyone, how's it going? Custom EDC. Thank you for the 2 bones. Oh man, I gotta talk about this really quick. So, shout out to Vero Engineering. They sent me a bad check this out. This is so awesome. I can't believe they did this. I didn't even know they were going to do this. They sent me a badass pry bar that's fully coated with the Neevesknives logo. Is that not just so badass? They even got the knife exactly perfect from the logo. That's so amazing, man. They're so cool. I'm amazed, man. So shout out to them. Thank you guys so much for that. It comes in a badass tin with a wipe with the extra bits because it's a bit driver on this end. So it's got a magnetic bit driver on this end. Then you got the little pry bar, obviously. You got your bits inside of it. Beautiful clip. And they come in multiple different sizes. So if you don't like the full size one, like this one is, they have a little mini one, and then a medium size, and then the full size one. The clip works great. The pry bar, it doesn't have the nail puller in it, which is what I like because you're not using a nail puller on something like this. This is perfect for scraping, picking, prying, and the corners are just sharp enough to you could actually almost use it like a little blade if you needed to, especially for things where you don't want to use your edge. It's so badass. So shout out to them for sending me that. I didn't know they were going to do that, and it just put a smile on my face when I seen it. I got the plaque, and then all of a sudden I got that. It's like, man, that's so amazing. I seen the Donny come in. Talica with the 5 bones. I have a Joker themed Fanatic Edge Omen for sale. Shout out to Talica. So if you guys are looking for a badass knife, he has a Joker themed Fanatic Edge Omen for sale. Go and check him out. He'll sell it to you. William Wallace with the 5 bones. Thank you, man. Thank you. 200 pounds. Benny says what? Yeah. So you guys can find him on Instagram. It's Talica. It's the same name. Chris, what's up, brother? The ramifications inflicted on the incision placed within the fallopian cavity serves the latitude, taken from the Latin word Laffy Taffy. What are we talking about? Didn't you just get another Vero pry bar? Yes, I did. That's what I'm saying. He just sent me one. I don't know what happened. I guess maybe he gave me one to give away to you guys. Are you trying to get my other pry bar? Is that what you're trying to do? My one with the Vero stripes? Is that what you're trying to do? The one that's possibly still in the package? Hey, I asked a question about if sharpening my Para 3 would fix a broken tip. Thanks again for the advice. Had it sharpened at a local place for $2 and it's good as new. If you have a broken tip, I'm kind of, maybe I'm not understanding. You had it fixed, had it sharpened at a local place for $2 and it's good as new. If you had it fixed, why do you need to know how to fix the tip? Yes, sharpening should fix the tip if it's not damaged too bad. If it's really bad, then you might want to take some steel from the spine. Yes, you could take it from the edge, but by taking some steel from the spine, you'll make it to where you don't lose edge life, if that makes sense. Because like let's just say this knife, right? Say this knife. Say if I chip the tip like this much, right? I would need to remove like this much steel from the edge to fix that. Or I could just take it off the spine, then my edge stays the same, then I don't lose edge, right? Because the farther you move up your blade, depending on the grind, the thicker it's going to get and the less geometry you're going to get, or the less cutting geometry. So, but yeah, you can fix it, but I personally wouldn't want any $2 sharpening from any type of service like that, because I would imagine they used a belt or an electric system, and it was probably really fast and really hot. Now, if it was wet, not a big deal. But if they didn't use water, that I'd be scared about that personally. But to each their own. Hey, Stasa, what's up, brother? Go and follow Stasa23's channel. Awesome, dude. That pry bar is about as sharp as anything I carry on a regular basis. After 6 minutes, probably. Probably. That's what I was thinking, Steve. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, $2, that means it has to be a fast belt in order to charge that much, or an electric sharpener. Whatever, man, to each their own. I've spoke a lot about what that does to your edge. It can damage your edge. Now, belts are okay. I mean, that's like a factory edge. I do belt sharpening for like really budget prices. If somebody's just wanting, a quick sharpening, or if it's, certain types of knives, but I know it's not an edge that will last as long as like a fixed angle edge or a freehand edge, but and it's been proven, and it's usually because the belts are aluminum oxide. It depends on the steel too, because if it's a high carbide steel, then you want diamond. Diamond, the edges are going to last longer. It just does. It lasts longer. Aluminum oxide, sharpened edge with a high carbide steel won't last as long as a diamond. And we've spoken about this many times. It's because it can't sharpen the carbides even at high speeds. Got my tip fixed many years ago for $2 in Mobile, Alabama. Didn't own a knife back then. I got it. It's too damn cool not to hit the like button, bros. Come on. Thank you, Maurice. Yes, hit the like button. It definitely helps me out in the algorithm. I do appreciate it. All right, let's get to some more topics. Oh, fuck. You guys might have remembered I was gonna do that. You guys might not remember, but I was talked about doing. I was gonna do this video. I probably shouldn't even talk about it because everybody forgot about it. But I didn't do the video that I was gonna do a while back where I did the pretend party. All right, where I had everybody show up to this pretend party. I didn't wind up doing it because some of the people that were in the video happened to be the people that were kind of talking about me. So that's why I didn't wind up doing it, because I felt like it would make me look cocky and like a dick. So I just didn't do it. So I wanted to talk a little bit about Damascus, and I wanted to talk about why HCR is in the past. Also, because we were talking about the USA made knives, if anybody sees any decent USA made new knives, any new USA made knives, regardless the price, please contact me and let me know. I would love to know about any USA made knives that you guys see coming out from any company. But HCR, why is HCR in the past, in my opinion? Now, we still do see it. We see it on some budget Spydercos and some budget knives. CRKTs, Gerbers, stuff like that. And that should tell you why it's in the past. If they're using it, then it's probably in the past, right? Now, I know they're using some D2, but even that, and I know there's some good companies using D2 still. However, they've been using it, right? Some of these companies just recently started using it as if it's like the new thing, when it's like these other companies are about to are about to stop using it. You can guarantee next year we're probably not going to see any knives coming from good quality brands, even if they're overseas, good quality overseas brands. D2, right? We'll see probably some USA ones, or CRKT, or Spyderco, maybe. No, not Spyderco. Sorry. Gerber, shit like that. We'll see them still using the D2. But no, we're probably gonna see 14C28N, 154CM, OS 10, maybe some 9CRs, stuff like that. But I guarantee D2s, you might see it on the Sen cut line or something with Civivis, but all the Civivis, I guarantee they're going to get off of there, because they know people are, even Kubis, right? We're starting to see Kubis. They're starting to use 14C. Not saying they're not using D2. Of course they are. But by next year, you're probably not going to see that anymore, because people they're not going to want to pay $50 for it when they can get 14C or 12C27 or 154 cm. They're going to want the better steel. And some people would argue, well, D2 has better edge retention. And you could argue that in some cases, sometimes, but a lot of people don't like it not being very corrosion resistant. And in many cases, it doesn't outperform those steels. Now, best case scenario, yeah, it outperforms it. Best case scenario, it'll outperform S35VN. But when do we see best case scenario? Almost never. So with like 14C, it's always good, right? You never see it done bad. Sometimes you see it done really good, but you never see it done really bad. With D2, you see it done bad, good, and okay. Or should I say bad, okay, and good. But you never see it really great. You never see it at its highest potential without it being like a custom heat treat. Yes, all D2 is not created equal whatsoever. Like not even a little bit. Not even from the same brand. The only brand that I can say personally that I think is doing it very well is Civivi. Civivi's doing a good job with it. Now, Kubi's doing an okay job with it. It's not bad, but they're doing an okay job with it. CJRB is doing an okay job with it. Everybody else, not really. Some are, it's hit or miss. Some are okay, some are bad. Some are okay, some are bad. Everything from Civivi, I've never had one bad from Civivi at all. They've always been good. From CJRB, it's always been okay. From Kubi, it's always been pretty good. Love me some Moss Tent, but I bet 154 cm will be king in the budget arena. D2 is too chippy and in thin applications like a knife edge. I think you're right. I think 154 cm will be probably the reigning king. Most people, take away my biases. Most people prefer 154 cm for like the best mid grade. Like let's say if 154 cm is like the peak of mid grade before you get to premium, and let's say S30V or S35 S30V is like the beginning of premium. That's usually how people look at. I personally like 14C a little bit more than 154 cm. I do think 154 cm tends to get a little bit better edge retention, not by much, but a little bit better, depending on the company too, obviously. In some cases, I see 14C doing, getting a little bit better edge retention, but overall, yeah, 154 cm usually does better. But I like the edges that 14C takes better than 154 cm. I prefer to sharpen 14C. So because of those reasons, it does better, I think, with thinner geometry too. I think it not only has better edge stability when it's thinner, but I think when you're really laying back the angles and getting yourself a low angle edge, I think it does really good. 14C. It's a really tough steel, so it has the ability to have really good edge stability. Now, 154 cm still great. Don't take me wrong. It is great. I think when you start getting to those high um grits, it starts falling off. Now, obviously, you can make it better by lowering the angle, but I do think to a certain level, you know, you can get too much with 154 cm. Not saying it's still not good. I mean, it's a phenomenal steel. I love 154 cm, but I love 154 cm at its best, in my opinion, is at 600 grit. 600 grit, even with a low angle, fucking amazing. It's so good. And it has so much bite, especially if you get it from a company that does really good heat treats. Some of the sharpest edges I've ever had have been like 154 cm at 600 grit. If I was going to say the top 20 edges, it would definitely be up there. A buddy of mine bought a random ass Ethan Grow folder in D2, and he's a steel worker, and he said the HRC was 63.4. I was a bit shocked. Okay, so Ethan Grow is known for lying about their steel. So it might not have even been D2. It might have been 8CR or 440C. So the overwhelming majority of even grown knives that have been steel tested have failed. The overwhelming majority. So like 2 out of 100 have been right. I'm just making that number up, but that's what it seems like. Almost all of them have been 440C or 8CR. So I don't even think it was D2. I bet it was 8CR. Now, was it that high of HRC? Maybe in some areas. I would question, was it tested all over? Because I bet it was uneven all over. Like if you tested one area, I bet you it was one number, tested another area. I don't know, but they're lying about their steel already. It's hard to say though. And it's not saying that some steels they don't, jack up really good. But like we talked about earlier, that's not the end all be all. The heat treat has to be quality. It can have a high HRC and still have a bad heat treat. And I'm not a heat treater, so I'm not a professional in the field, but that's what I hear. Mostly folders and a bit of everything. Says everyone loving 154 now. Wait until it hits saturation and everyone is using it, and mostly poorly, and everyone will be over 154, same as everyone is over D2 now. Yeah, that's true. No, it'll hit that for sure. I mean, we will be saturated with it eventually, just like any steel. Now, I would say the reason why. Okay, so I'm gonna say two things. I don't think it'll be saturated in a way that they'll be doing a bad job with it, because I do think, as a person that's not a heat treater at all, I do think it's fairly easy for companies to heat treat 154 cm, unlike D2. I think D2 is more finicky, and that's the problem with it. And that's why in production setting, it just doesn't do as well, right? Some steels do very well in production settings, right? Like ABL, 14C, 12C27. Those steels do really good on a production level. I think 154 cm is another one of those steels that's pretty good like that. But D2 is not. It is not. It wasn't never designed for production levels. So that's why when we have companies that are saturating the market with it, it's they're not capable of making a steel like that, even across the board. It's going to be some good, some bad, some shit, some fucked up, some okay. It's just going to be all over the board. So I don't think that's what'll happen with 154 cm. Now, I do agree, though. It will saturate the market. We will get sick of it. We will want something better. You will hear me bitching saying I'd rather have this steel because I like the way it takes an edge better, and maybe I'll wind up influencing other people because they'll think that all of a sudden 154 cm doesn't take a nasty sharp edge, when that's not my intention. It does. I just prefer the edge on some other knives that at higher grits. It's 600 grit, like 14C and 154 cm. They're both like equal. Like they're both phenomenal. It's only until you get over like 1200 grit that, to me, 154 starts falling off. Now, CPM 154 is another story. I personally don't even like the way this stuff takes an edge at all. No, it'll coarse, extra coarse grit, maybe, but most of the time people want a medium grit or higher, and it just doesn't take it. It's like it gets super slick. It's just I think it's just too fine grained, and it doesn't have the ability to take grit very well at the edge, if that makes sense. And for it to have the teeth that you want at an edge, it's just too fine grained, and it makes it to where the teeth are very small at the edge when they should be bigger. Hopefully that makes sense. Of all my budget steels, I enjoy that AUS 10 most. But anything requiring cryo just isn't going to be popular with manufacturers. So cheap to make air hardening D2 is going to linger a long time. I think it'll linger, especially with companies that are selling it really cheap. We'll see it on like very, very, very affordable knives. But I think some of the more name brand, I guess you could say, or the better quality brands, the brands that are trying to make a better name, they're going to listen to the market, and the market is going to fucking say it, because there's already people now that are refusing to buy certain designs. They're saying, man, I love that design, but it's fucking D2. I'm not buying it. There's a lot of people doing that. And if you don't think they're not listening, oh, they're listening. They're listening. There's a reason why even Kubi started throwing 14C on some of these knives. Also, it was requested by the designer, I'm sure. But same thing. Who's listening? The designers and the company. So if you have 100, I don't know about 100. If you have a bunch of designers come into the exact same company and say, I don't want D2 on my shit. Everybody's screaming, don't put D2 on it. They're going to think about that for the rest of their knives. And they're going to say, well, fuck, man. And then they're going to see that knife sell really good, because it's whatever steel they put on it other than D2. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I still think it'll still be around. I just think it'll be on the $20, $30 knives. It's not going to be on the $50, $60, $70 knives that we see it on right now. And there's nothing, D2 is okay, right? It's okay. It's still, especially when we're talking about for $20, $30, it's fine, but eventually, right, it gets time where we have better filling that spot, right? There's just better steels in that price zone. So why would you want this when you could have this? Kind of like the HCR, right? Is there anything wrong with the HCR? Not really, but yes. I mean, the edge retention, it's like 440C is better than HCR. Right. And we don't really want 440C on our pocket knives in 2022 above $20. Right. So why would we want HCR on our knives if it doesn't even get as good an edge retention as 440C? Think of 440C like 9CR, right? That's where 9CR comes from. It's like 440C. So HCR, OS 8, OS 6, we don't want that shit. And people aren't going to buy it. Even for $20, $30 when you can get D2, right? Why would you buy HCR knives for $20, $30 when you can get fucking D2 over here or better from some companies? So that's why it's kind of like HCR's the past. No company in 2022 should be using HCR on anything under or anything above $20. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a couple good knives that are using it for under $30, but that time is coming, right? Where it's going to be the end of the line for that, where you can't do that anymore, right? Like HCR, it's going to be like OS 6 or something, or 420, 420, where it's like, that's a $15 knife. So nobody's going to want to see it. If you know better. If you don't, the people who don't know better are the people that keep that shit in the market. D2 is more for cheaters. Unless you can't afford better metal yet, when you can purchase better metal, don't go back to D2, right? And the market will say that. It'll always catch up. Only had to strap it to fingerprint removing sharp. I love fingerprint removing sharp. He's got more Tucson inventory than anyone I've seen. To be fair, 440C and 154M are chemical brothers, just different brands. Well, they're a lot different in edge retention. A lot different. You can look at the edge retention, of what they get. You can see the tests and everything. They're far different with edge retention. And even the way they sharpen everything. Like, I wouldn't even compare them. I would compare 440C with 9CR. And I think 9CR, you could possibly consider it an improvement, but a lot of steel is derived from other steels. But one little element, and I'm not the one who said this, I've heard this from other knife makers and shit like that. Something can be so similar, and you put one little tiny thing in there and it changes everything, right? Or one little way they do it is done differently, like kind of like this. CTS XHP is very similar to D2. It's like a stainless D2, right? But it is vastly different. Vastly. but the chemical makeup is basically the same. It's just like a stainless D2. But like nobody would like say that. Like not too many people are gonna run around saying that because it is so fucking different. Nice. 14C, man. That shit takes a nasty sharp edge. I love sharpening 14C. Anytime I can sharpen 14C, I know I've never gotten 14C and was just like, man, this stuff is junk. I've had it where it's like, yes, some stuff is like phenomenal, but it's always okay. It's always decent. Even from like crap budget companies, it's still decent. Will Blake with the 5 pounds. Thanks for the advice on adding a sharpening choil to my Hersey. Nice. Use the Dremel and ceramic to do it myself. Nerve wracking. But I'm a modder now. Laugh out loud. Nice. Dude, that's awesome, man. Good for you. I got mine on the wall back there. It's going to get done. I'm going to do it. But I want to get that hollow grind put on it too. It's going to be sick. Hey, mama. Check this out, mom. Check this out. Oh, your baby boy's got the plaque now. Let me take your thing off. Holy shit. Shout out to my mom. I used a 50-year-old dual-sided stone. 50-year-old dual-sided stone. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, stone's a stone. I've seen some stones that have seen better days, but they usually just need to be soaked and degreased, things like that. Refinish the surface. They're usually pretty good. Thank you, Stasa. I appreciate that. I think you're talking to me. Thank you, brother. Put that up on the wall. It's going in my wall, but I gotta carry it for at least a week in my back pocket to show people. You know what I mean? Gotta get it in my back pocket so I can carry it around and show it off. Go to a gas station, go to pull out my wallet, and that falls on there. Oh, I'm sorry. That's just my 100K plaque. Sorry, guys. Here's my ID. Whoops. Your new EDC plaque, right? The new EDC plaque. I wish they would have sent me a little EDC card too, you know? That thing's gonna be a bitch to carry around in my back pocket, but hey, I'll do it. She was too good looking to be your mom. I think she's Kara's mom. Thank you, Maurice. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, mother. Thank you. I love you. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's definitely been a journey. Cooking for a living. I'm so happy I changed all my chef knives to 14C. So much better than others I've used for 20 years. I bet. I always say that too because I think what there's OS 10 I think is really good. VG 10, 14C are like that. Besides like some of the carbon steels and stuff, those are really good stainless steel kitchen knives. You almost can't go wrong with them, especially like 14C. It's super tough, so it does good with thin geometry. And with chef knives, you really want thin geometry, right? Well, that was made for thinner blades. You know, like think about AEBL, right? AEBL is where 14C came from. AEBL was made for razor blades. Razor blades are super thin, right? And so that, you know, it just makes sense that it would be really good with thinner blades like chef knives and things like that. It has the ability to have really good edge stability when it's really thin like that. So yeah, chef knives are great in 14C. Tucson does a really good job with their chef knives in 14C. Thought about putting a chain on it and making it a necklace. There you go. There you go. Um, Would S35 be good for kitchen knives? It's what North Arm knives. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be. It'd be fine. It's still a stainless. It's a tough steel. It's a good steel. Holds a great edge. Yeah, it'd be great. I mean, that there's nothing wrong with S35 VN for a kitchen knife. S30V, I would say probably not, but S35, yeah, fuck yeah. I almost sold my I almost sold my ass to buy that Medford S90V. I know. I seen a Praetorian Slim, man. They got a couple on Blade HQ right now. I almost pulled the trigger. I wound up not, because I thought about, like, because they have the same, like, not the same, sorry. They have other ones that are very similar. They have a little bit more color to them, a little bit more pop for like the same price. I was like, yeah, maybe I'll just wait. Maybe I'll just wait. But man, it's tough, man. It's tough. It's a lot of money though. I think they were like $500, $550. That's expensive, man. It's not, I don't pump out that type of money normally. If I can, I will, if when I really want it, like something like that, but it's very tough for me to do it. Like, it takes me some back and forth. I got to argue with myself for at least 3 days, at least, if not longer, and sometimes I'll wind up talking myself out of it. Then a month later, I'll talk myself back into it. There he is. Um, I'm a reviewer on YouTube, so I better get a discount on this hotel room or I'll. You got bugs. Oh, shit. Just tell them the Neevesknives discount code for 10% off. It should work. It should work. Neevesknives discount code. Chug it with the 10 bones. Congratulations, you blade head. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. So many things to do with that plaque. So many. Shout out to Chuck It. I appreciate the 10 bones. We were actually talking about your ProTech a little bit ago. I was able to get the grind as even as possible because, man, the grind was so off. You could see it from the factory edge. Like, it was so off. And I got it like 80%, maybe 90. I got it really good considering, because like the angle is completely different from one side to the other, like 100% different. The same angle makes a huge bevel on one side and a small bevel on the other. It's just the way it is. So I did have to work on one side a little bit longer than the other. You know, I didn't want to change the angles too much, but so what I did was I just worked on one side a little bit more than the other, tried to even them out a little bit, and it worked out really good. Came out pretty good. The only thing is that, the MagnaCut, I do think it's a little soft. It still has a good amount of bite. I took it to 600 grit, strapped on quarter micron, uh, gunny juice, and it just doesn't have the level of bite that MagnaCut should have at 600 grit, strapped on quarter micron, because the quarter micron does shine it up a little bit, even though it's not polished at all. Let me just show you. You can still see the grit very, very well. Let me see which side will show up on the camera really. Let me get this thing off really quick. Let's see if we can get it to show up. I'll try to flip it. It has a bit of shine to it because of the gunny juice, but you can still see the grit really good. But it just should have a lot more bite to it. It's still fucking sharp, man. It's like crazy sharp, but just doesn't have, like, here, I'll just show you. We'll cut a little paper really quick just to do her. These ProTechs, man, these things hammer. What if I went to do it and it just like tore the paper just now? Damn it. Yeah, it's sharp, but it's not that level of bite that you'd want with that angle at that grit. But it still has a lot of bite. Like I said earlier, anybody who touched it would be like, "Damn, that's sharp as fuck." But when you've like really felt MagnaCut at like 63 HRC, it feels vastly different. You know, I could tell that stuff's a little bit softer compared. But I said the same thing about the Protex S45. I think they did that a little soft too. Bang! Neevesknives. Thank you, Trenton. Oh, Mom, thank you for coming in. I love you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you later. No, guys, don't get confused. I'm all man, not like George Michael, Elton John, Boy George, Rock Hudson. I don't know who that one is. Neves has been the best out there for helping his viewers with sharpening tips and advice. Congrats on the new plaque. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Jared, when are you posting the Patreon giveaway winners? Tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be both. Well, not the giveaway winners tomorrow for the plaque, but the giveaway winners for Patreon will be tomorrow. The giveaway entry video for the 100K will also be tomorrow, but they won't be in the same video. They'll be separate. So nobody will be able to see it but the Patreons for the giveaway. Everybody will be able to see the plaque one. Now, what was I gonna say? I forget now. Fuck it. 100K needs congratulations. I'm right behind you. Yes, you are, Satisfaction. I'll see you soon, man. I'll see you soon. How many people in here have channels? How many people do we have in here that have channels? Give a thumbs up really quick in the chat if you have a YouTube channel. Still. Yes, definitely elbow drop that like button. Yeah, still short on the thumbs ups. Let's get some thumbs up. Okay, so we got 1 channel, 2 channel. I only see 2 channels. I know we got more than 2 channels in here. 3 channels, 4 channels. Because I'm gonna give a tip. If we can get 10 channels in here, I know we got at least 10 channels in here. Come on. Pretty soon you'll be up to Smith & Wesson, Maurice. Richard's got a channel. All right. I need to get to Adobe Premium Pro so I can edit before posting anything. Yeah, if you want to edit, you don't have to edit. Now, you can use, I don't know, if you're just using your phone, you can use KindMaster. KindMaster works really good too, especially on the phone. What flavor jewelry rocking? Menthol. Maurice, you would definitely be canceled. You would definitely have to edit your videos. You know, like get one of those beep buttons. But the problem is the video would just be all beep, 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 beep. People would hear about 6 words. All right, really quick, what I was going to say is that one thing I never said, like that I do on my channel, and I thought about this yesterday. Kirk with the 10 bones. Congrats on the milestone. You deserve it for all your hard work and help you give your viewers any celebratory blade by your planning. I did think about it. I almost got that Medford today. Um, I had to be frugal, man, because I got Blade Show coming up in June. But I've thought about it. Well, if I see something really special and I can get it for the right price, maybe. But I know Blade Show's coming, and I'm going to be dropping some bones there, so I got to be careful. Okay, so what I was gonna say is one thing for people that do have channels. I thought Stasa was in here. Maybe he's busy now. I know I do the same thing, man. I'll be in lives and then I'll tune out really quick because like I get busy or something, and I feel bad because I never said goodbye or anything. But for the people that are in here that do have channels, if you are taking it serious or anything, one thing I never talked about that I do, and it massively benefits the growth is I never do videos in a row that are like say knife reviews, right? And I'm going to explain it a little bit better. So like I never do knife reviews in a row, right? The reason why is because knife reviews, they're something I like to do and something a lot of the community likes, but then there's a lot of the community that don't like the full reviews. They want a little bit more of the faster content. Um, or with multiple knives, things like that. And if they do click on it, they click on it, they look at it, they get right off. Like you don't get watch time or anything like that from it. So I'll never post anything in a row without without a video that I know will do good in the algorithm. So what it does for me is it will make sure that say I'll have videos that are like low on the algorithm, which is okay. I know I'm going to have those. That's just a given. But because I dropped a video that I know is going to be a little bit lower on the algorithm, my next video will be something bigger on the algorithm. And I always make sure I do that. That way, I could, when I want to, at any time, drop 5 videos in a row that are all good for the algorithm. And it literally, it's almost like it sends off like a flag in the YouTube algorithm. And then after like 5 or 6 in a row, they send it like they send it out. Like they literally boost it up because they see it's almost like a graph, like where each line is higher than the next, and it really benefits you in the algorithm. So I was just going to say, like anybody thinking about that, they if you have a video that's like not a video that's going to do very well, make sure you have another video that's gonna. And if you want a big boost, don't ever do those in a row without having something good. But really quick, I want to talk about Through Night. We got a flashlight from Through Night. We actually have 2. So shout out to Through Night. They did send these to me. Now, one of these is a headlamp. And these do come in different colors. And it's really good quality. This thing throws some damn light. So you put it on your dome like this. You look like you're in a CIA movie. Well, maybe I look like an idiot, but you get that one right across the top of the dome. You get that one like that. You can blind your viewers if you really want to, but we're not going to do that. But it's got the buttons right here on the side. Wham! It's super bright, but it works really good. You can angle it. You can, because you can turn it in here. So you can have it like whatever angle you want. It's got rubber and the band is soft. So the last one I had was like kind of hard plastic and it was irritating to your head. And I recommended that they need to make sure it's soft. This one's nice and soft, works really good. It's all aluminum, really good quality. The bands are good quality. Like this whole thing is solid. And like I said, it does come in different colors. And then you have the charger and all the good stuff inside there. You got another thing, like it's hooked up. It's pretty dope. Let me put it back because I might possibly give this away to one of you guys because I already got one. I got 2 of these. I got one in red, one in black, and they're dope. Like, this works great if you're working on your truck, working under your truck. If you need to go outside in the rain and work on something, you know, there's so many, you guys know, headlamps are just great. And especially when they're good quality like that. Like, that's not like, it's affordable, but it's not like one of those cheap ones you just get from Home Depot. It's a good quality one. Now, I have a couple of these guys. Man, maybe I should have left this one closed. This one's brand new. Where's my other one? Also, we got this little Archer Mini. So now this is just a little guy, but these are pretty cool. It's not the brightest. You just double tap to get it. I'm trying to think. Yeah, you double tap or hold it down. I'm trying to remember. It's been a bit since I pulled it out. But it's not super bright, but that's kind of the beauty of it. It's not like a blinder, you know, but it is a good quality. It still throws a little light. It's super lightweight. It is aluminum. It's rechargeable. It does have the charging cord inside there. You just unspin this. And this is the Through Night Mini Archer. But like I said, aluminum, the button's nice and clicky. And it's simple. I think that's kind of the beauty of it. Like, I have this other light over here, and it's really high tech. Like, the one problem I have with it is that I'm always trying to figure out how to use it. Sometimes I have to lock myself out of it. Like, it's just, this is super easy. Just click, click. You know, that's what's beautiful about it. And it's got a clip. Like I said, it's rechargeable. You never have to worry. I mean, eventually you might have to worry, but you know, you don't have to worry about the battery running out. You can just easily recharge it. And I'll probably be giving one of those away. Maybe I'll just give one of those to the Patreons tomorrow. There he is. I think the Mini Archer is around 500 lumens, but it's super hard to change modes. Is that what it is? 500? Doesn't seem like 500 to me. Maybe I didn't put it on high, though. Because I just know click on, click off. And it doesn't seem like 500. Maybe I need to charge it, though. Because I was, you know what? I was using it. So I took it out for a walk. I might need to just charge it. I didn't think I used it that much, but I haven't charged it since I got it. So maybe it's a lot brighter than I think. That headlamp is pretty bright. And then I got some other ones. You guys have seen my videos on some of the other ones they have. They have some other ones that fucking throw light. Like, I got this one down there. It makes it, it's not like one that throws wide. It throws a straight beam. Like, it's almost like a bullseye. Like, you can just bullseye the wall. That thing is crazy bright. Through Night, they got some pretty good stuff. I do like their lights. I'm blind right now. I can't even see the damn chat. It must be bright enough to blind me. All right. I'm gonna read this paper since I can't really see the chat too good. Oh, I have a new TS Prof system. I have the Cadet. So, is that going to be controversial? I don't know. However, there's like 387 of them in stock right now on Amazon. So, you know, it's already here. You know, it's like, it's one of those products where, are they going to be able to put more in stock? I don't know. However, sorry, there's already like 300 in stock. They're not going back. So I got one, and why not just test it, review it, and if people want to get it, they can. If not, it's made in Russia, so that would be the controversial part. People don't have to buy it if they don't want to, but I am going to be testing and reviewing it. And if people want to use the link and get it, they can. If they don't want to, they don't have to. But I do have one in the house right now. God forbid. So we'll see how that goes. But like I said, there's already almost 400 of them here. They're not going back. You know what? Do you guys understand what I mean? But I don't know. I don't know how you guys would look at that. If maybe I'm looking at it wrong. I don't know. So I'm looking for a good tactical bag for Blade Show in June. Something that carries. If you guys know any really good companies that have good tactical bags, let me know. I've been dealing with I got the one backpack right now. I love my backpack. My backpack is badass, but it's not it's not. I don't think it's the best for what I'm looking for. What I'm thinking about is something that can carry my camera equipment and like my laptop and stuff like that while I'm at Blade Show. Now, I have this one tactical bag down here, but it's a green and I want something black. I got this one right here. I haven't reviewed it yet. It's actually pretty sweet. It's a badass bag. It's not too big. It does blow out a little bit. It's got the one strap. It's actually pretty dope. I do like the bag, but I don't like the color for what I want for like the show. I want something nice and black, something that looks like it's good for electronics. This looks more for like an outdoors gear type of thing. It's badass though. This is really, really, really well made. Like it's nice and padded back here. Tons of pockets, tons of room. Yeah, I'll end up testing and reviewing that one. I haven't tested it yet, but I have. I am going to test and review that on the channel eventually. Maurice with another 5 bones. Damn it, Maurice. Penguin is walking around my house. I have to send him to the South Pole because Sharp Thoughts said so. Good night, guys. All right, Maurice. Good night, brother. I appreciate you jumping in, man, and I appreciate the donation so much, man. You're awesome, man. Thank you. And I'm glad to hear I didn't hear you're doing good, but I'm glad to see you still have your sense of humor. You know, we love you and we hope you come back soon, man. And thank you for coming and joining the celebration. I know this is just a fun one, but it's always great seeing you, man. I missed your super chat? No, we don't miss super chats here. Not here. See, I didn't miss it. Theo with the 10 bones. Congrats on the 100K. What do you think about the Devo Stout? Stonewashed or blackwashed? I got the blackwashed. I got the blackwashed with the copper carbon fiber, and I got that because I thought the copper carbon fiber just looked so good with the blackwashed. Normally, I'm more of a stonewashed fan, to be honest. And if I do have a coated blade, I want it to be blackwashed. DLC is really nice, but if it's not DLC, then I prefer it to be blackwashed. You know, it just helps out. And sometimes it looks really good. And in that case, I think it looks, in my opinion, I thought it looked better than the satin with the black carbon fiber because of the orange with the copper. But that's my opinion. I think they both are great. I like the knife a lot. So it's a badass knife. And now Lefty EDC has a new knife design out done by Riat. Shout out to him. Congrats for that. That's amazing, man. He's doing badass shit. I've been using the Puron 2 and just bought one from a friend for his upcoming B-Day. How does it compare? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. What is this? Lights have gotten ridiculous in the past few years. Stuff you can get for about $70 that fits your fifth pocket just blows away big lights from 10 years ago. That is so true. That is so true. Like you can get a little micro light that will fucking just like it'll just beam like a whole yard or like a whole room. While like 10 like the lights I grew up with, some of the big mag lights, I thought they were bright. I literally thought some of those mag lights were bright, and they aren't nothing compared to a little micro light today. It's crazy. The lumens we have today are just insane. Kirk, with the 2 bones, use one of Kara's large purses like a leopard print. Not a bad idea. I wish I would have thought of that. I do not like black blades at all, but but theirs was so good looking. I like black blades sometimes. I didn't used to. Now I do like them a little bit more, especially black washed. Um, and sometimes it just works, like kind of like the Sharp by Designs knife. That fucker looks real good. The all blacked out one with the black titanium black blade with a nice mirror polished edge. Ooh, buddy. Make sure you show your button plaque to Metal Complex. Bang. Yeah, I will. I'm hoping he's seen it on Instagram. I didn't see him leave me a comment or congrats, brother, or anything like that. But then again, I need to check my Instagram. Congratulations on the 100K, man. You've gotten me into quality knives. Going to order a 5353 bug out soon. Nice. Yeah, I got a bug out. Bug out's a nice one. Before you get the bug out, check out the Hogue Deca and see if you don't like it better, because the Hogue Deca comes in a better steel. Well, it's hard to argue because you can get the bug out in different steels too, but the Deca is really good too. So they're very similar. The Deca comes in 2 different blade shapes. So check it out. Both are really good though. And I'm joking about Metal Complex. No, I see him. He's about to hit 100K himself. I think that's amazing. So I think I'm about to hit 120. That's crazy. I'm super blessed. So I'm like not trying to be cocky or anything about it. It's crazy how much the channel's blown up. It's insane. Rockstead? Yeah, we got a Rockstead. Damn right, we got a Rockstead. Because one of you guys are winning a Rockstead tomorrow. One of you guys are winning a $1,500 knife tomorrow, or at least entering to win it tomorrow. I'll pull it. I don't know. How many days should I let that run? 3 days? 5 days? Something like that. I'm not going to let it run too long, though. And then we will. Let me wipe my fingerprint off. This is a mirror. It's a mirror. Sometimes I do my makeup in it. ZDP 189 heat treated to around 67 HRC. Shout out to Mr. Amazing. It is a button lock Rockstead. Very, very smooth. Nice strong lockup. Japanese precision. Titanium. Absolutely amazing. That is one of the giveaways. Then the next thing we're going to give away. Shout out to EMP EDC. We're giving away the full titanium EMP EDC Nimble with the frag pattern. It is a perfect example, perfect D10, perfect everything, just straight badassery. What an amazing example. Then we're going to give away a Manix 2, or sorry, Manix XL. Then we're going to give away I got a light, stuff like that, and I might possibly throw in a couple other badass things. I'm kind of considering between, because I never wound up returning that Terzola. But I wasn't that happy with it. So I felt bad about giving it away, but it's still like almost like a $300 knife. And it's really well done. It's a very, very well done. I personally just have a problem with the lock bar, but I know that's me. So it's like, I didn't return it. Why not just give it to one of you guys? So I thought about doing that. And then I also thought about possibly maybe doing the Best Tech Shodan. I got that. Brand spanking new. Never even, I think I maybe cut one thing with it, if that. So we're going to have probably 5 things altogether. 3 to 5 things tomorrow. At least 3. Probably more like 5 things. But why don't we give away something right now? Because how many people are in here? Let me check. I want to see how many people are in here. Depending on how many people are in here, we'll do a giveaway. Sorry, guys, it's gonna be loud. 151 people. Yeah, we definitely should do a giveaway. One thing I want to talk about, sharpening a recurve really quick, because I do have a recurve sitting right here, I thought. Yes, I do. So, when sharpening a recurve, you want to make sure you get skinny stones like this. Okay, skinny stones or a rod or a round stones, right? They have round stones. This is a brand new ceramic rod. These are good either way. But having a skinny stone is the best way to do a recurve, because a wide stone can't hit. Like if you look at this, if you look, there's a space underneath the blade right here in the middle. So it's impossible to hit. Like if I take a light right now, let's see if I can get this on camera. You'll see that there's light. Ah, fuck. It's going to be impossible for me to do this two-handed, because I need 3 hands. If you look, you can see there's light under there. See that? So that space under there, that's not hitting. So it'll be impossible to hit that part of the edge. So that's why a skinny stone will work best, because you can hit the entire edge. And I got a bunch of comments on recurves on how difficult they are to sharpen. They're not difficult. They're the same as anything else. You just need the right stones. So the only difference is the stones. As long as you have the right stones, everything else is the same. So if you can sharpen, if you have a fixed angled system, just get skinny stones. If you're freehanding, just get skinny stones. That's it. And you can, ooh, that actually tuned it up a little bit. And you can sharpen it no problem. Congrats on the 100. We got 120K. Did we just hit 120K? We hit 120K, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. I appreciate it, Jay. Or Todd, thank you, man. The Best Tech Shodan. You think I should give that away? I could. Yes, I got 120K now, man. That's crazy, man. It's just screaming, man. It's moving so fast. It's nuts. So yeah, we might as well. Not yet. Not yet. I went spend time with my granddaughter. Man, yeah, we should give something away. Might as well. Let's give away this Kubi. I just bought it. It's brand new. Just bought it for the channel. M390 titanium clip G10. Awesome knife. Nothing wrong with it. No reason why I'm giving it away. Great knife. Great detent. Great action. Flipper. Reverse flicker. Thumb flicker. Great sheep's foot. Great ergos. And that's why I'm giving it away. It's a good knife. Like I said, M390. Solid detent too. Nice and smooth. Yeah, perfect example. So perfectly centered. Lock up, rock solid. So might as well give it away to somebody, since it's a perfect example and it's brand new. All I've done is a first impressions on it. Never even cut nothing with it. Didn't cut nothing with it. Didn't do anything with it. So still has a fresh factory edge. And one of you fools is going to get it. And I seen we have a new member. Did I see a new member? Brian Lang became a YouTube member. Shout out to the Bang Gang squad. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate it, man. Shout out to the Bang Gang squad. We got a new member. John with the 5 bones. Howdy, tribe. Thank you, John. Benny Bustdown. I love that name. Benny Bustdown. Thank you for the 5 bones. I'm out of here, Jared. Congrats on the 120K. Wishing you continuous positivity, prosperity, and progression. Thank you, Benny. I appreciate it, man. And thank you for joining us. I appreciate it, man. You have a good night. So, before we get into this, did anybody see that Hinder post? The post that Hinder did on how'd it go? Something about like, I know he was trying to be facetious and be a smartass or be cocky or whatever. And I know it was like related to all the comments that Transparent Knives got. And he basically said something about like there was a quality control issue, and we just want to let everybody know, whoever doesn't, is having issues with their knife, to let us know, because we'd be happy to refund your money. Basically saying like, we will be happy to take your fucking knife back and give you back your money, and you can go fuck yourself. Like, that's the way I took it, right? And in some ways, I kind of like the attitude, but in other ways, it's like, hey, man, like, that is not the way to go about this, right? Like, I like attitude. I like that. However, this isn't the time. This is not the time for cocky fucking attitude. This is the time to just be humble, right? And just be like, I see. And this is the thing, is that Brian doesn't, he likes him, or Hinder, and I don't think he thinks anything bad. He knows things happen. He even admitted that other ones he tested were good. It's just, I don't think it's a time like to really be cocky about that. You should just be like, hey, man, yeah, shit happens sometimes. Obviously it was a little softer than we'd like. This is where we usually put it. Maybe it's not your ideal, right? Because that's another thing. Brian says, that's not his ideal HRC, what Hinder's ideal is. But either way, that's where they've put it, and just own it. But yeah, I thought that was a little cocky. I don't know if anybody else seen that, but I've seen it. Hinder are way too much to be cocky. People want to buy American, but there are plenty of others for that money. That's true. But it is good American, work, which I respect. I do like Hinders a lot. So I'm not even gonna pretend like I don't love Hinders, because I do. I don't like that. It's not that I don't like the attitude, because I do like the attitude. I don't like where that attitude was put. Right. I think there was a better place to put that attitude. I think there was a better way to go about it. But me, I don't give a shit. I'm not going to pretend like I do. Like, I laughed, because I'm not like the cancel type. I'm not the type like that's not me. If you don't want to spend your money with them, don't. If you do. But I'm not the type like to get upset at him because he is more abrasive than what people like. Like, I'm abrasive, so I don't really care. But I do think it was a better time for him to be humble about it and just, be cool about it and have a conversation. I think that would have made him look a little bit better in the grand scheme of things. And I've heard a lot of people that don't like his attitude. So, but not everybody likes my attitude, so I get it. In that case, I hope he gets a bunch of knives sent back for refund. Yeah, it would suck, like, if that came to bite you in the ass, right? All of a sudden, 5,000 knives showed up. But I think the thing was nobody want that. That's the argument. Nobody wants to get rid of their knife. And not only does he know that, but that wasn't the point. That was never the point. Like, nobody wants their money back for their, at least I don't think, I'm not going to speak for everybody, but most people don't want their money back. Most people, it's just like, hey, we've always loved these knives. Don't you think, you could possibly bring the HRC up on this steel to a more optimal range when the community wants that, or switch to a different steel that, like is maybe better at that HRC. You know, it's a conversation, right? It's something to talk about. And I think if you think you're above criticism or think you know it all, now I'm not taking away anything Hinder knows or his experiences or any, I'm not even trying to do that. But there's always room for discussion, right? Like, if if that's the hill you're willing to die on, then do it. But I think you could do it in a way that you're open for the discussion, right? Not being willing to talk about it, that's not really a hill. That's You're not dying on the hill. It almost makes you look bad. I don't know. I hate to drag this. I'm not going to drag it out. It's not even my argument, so I don't know why I'm even in the middle. I'm just reading. I'm just an observer, right? It's easy to not spend money with Hinder if you're not a simp who stalks his knives. I can't imagine many other makers getting away with that. Stalks his knives. I don't know what that means, but I mean, you could look at Strider, man, he still has soft heat treated or soft titanium lock bars. That's outrageous to me. And I got one back there on the wall, right there. But and it was expensive. But it just is what it is, you know. Like, I personally probably wouldn't buy another one. Arizona bought it for me, but just because, like, I don't respect that at all. Like, I think that is one company that I think should massively improve things. I think it's our fault, though. It is our fault, 100%. We are the market. We're the buyers. If everybody stopped buying knives that he produced, like, say next year, if he put out however many knives and nobody bought one, right? Or only 3 or 4 bought, he would have to. He would come out and say, "We're doing this, we're doing that, we're changing." Like, you would see a new model completely changed, right? And he would take advice. He doesn't have to if everybody's buying the shit he puts out, whether it's good or not. And I think some of his customs can be good. The Marfione customs are great, but that's not him. So it doesn't count. Hey, there's Lavender Pants. What's up, brother? Lavender Pants is in the house. Thank you, Pants. I appreciate it, man. Scott, thank you for the 5 bones, man. We're all a part of the gang of the bang gang, not the gang bang. You almost made me say it, you fuck. I'm still kicking myself for missing that full track. Yeah, I love my half track, man. I like my Hinders, man. I love them, fuck. Um, but and that's why, like, Hinder, like, I think with all the companies that could be criticized, Hinder's not the one compared to some. Not saying they don't deserve some criticism. All companies deserve criticism. No company is too big or whatever for that. However, when we're talking about companies to not support for reasons, like, he's not even in my top 5, right? And and I don't have a long list. So, thank you, Blade. Who are you aiming for next? Well, I think it would be Shabazz first, then how many followers does Best Damn EDC have? Definitely Nick Shabazz. He already knows it too. I'd let you guys hear a message, but I'm gonna keep that one to myself. Best Damn EDC. And you guys know I'm just being cocky. Like, I'm obviously just joking. 264, man. I got a long way to go for him. But then Everyday Minimalist, I think, is right after Nick Shabazz. So we'll be taking him down here soon. Some of us definitely forgive too much in the knife community for some truly unforgivable things. I wouldn't say unforgivable. I wouldn't say unforgivable. Unforgivable. I would say hold their feet to the fire, right? don't there's just some companies, it's like they're never going to do better or going to improve or do the things you would really love to see from them without having the want, and you can't blame them. You really can't blame them. So don't even think it's their fault. It's not their fault. It's our fault. Put it this way. Let's say you designed a knife, right? Or we're making a knife. I don't care what the knife is. Think of any knife in your head and say that's your knife. That's the knife you make. And let's say you couldn't make enough of them, right? I'm buying them so fast from you, you can't make enough of them. You literally can't keep up. Why would you ever design or do anything different? You can't even keep up with the design you have. So it's not possible for you to even think about doing another design or say changing something on the design that you can't keep up with. If I would stop buying them, then all of a sudden now you're losing money. Now you have time. Now you have all these on the shelf and you're not selling them. You're going to start rethinking things. But if you can't even keep up with the things I'm buying because I just buy them out, they never stay on the shelf and at a ridiculous price. Even though you have a ton of people saying, we want you to do steel lock bar inserts, or we want you to heat treat the titanium, or we want bearings, or whatever the fuck the argument is, right? Whatever the argument is, even though those people are screaming that, it doesn't matter. They don't have to hear them because everybody else is buying them off the shelf. They don't make enough. So why would they? Right? You can't blame them. I don't blame them. As much as I would want it and as much as I would say improve your product, right? You should want to improve your product, but why would they? If you could literally take a shit in a bag right now and sell it and you couldn't shit enough, you'd be drinking, fucking, diarrhea medicine or whatever the hell it's called, constipation medicine, trying to shit more in a bag. It's just the way it goes. You're gonna be shitting. That's all you're gonna be doing is shitting all day in a bag, just sending it out the door because somebody's buying it. You're not gonna care how it's wrapped or anything. It's not gonna matter to you. Kenneth with the 5 bones. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. If you paid $550 like Chris Reeve, then what would you get from Hinder? If you paid $550 like Chris Reeve, then what would you get from Hinder? I don't understand the question. Because Hinders are around 550. Sometimes they're less, 450 to 650, I think. So thank you again, Kenneth, man. I appreciate the donation. Unforgivable is tyranny. No path to redemption is hell. Bang bang. Yes, I'm just kidding, but he said tonight too. Okay, so Lavender Pants says companies just react to how people buy. People vote with their wallets. Bang, bang. That's it. That's all it is. Right. You vote. Exactly. You can't blame them. You can't blame them. Oh, shit. I hate when I do that. Oh. That was my point. Hinder has no need to improve because they sell out in seconds to fans no matter what they put out. Why change? Right. Why change? Right. Obviously their fan base is big enough and they can't make enough already at the heat treat they're doing. So why use a different steel or a different heat treat? Right? People are happy. People are obviously happy. You got to say that too. People are obviously happy. People are happy because they sell, right? Regardless if some people want them better, the people that are buying them are happy. I can't argue with that either. As much as I would want it, brought up. Shit. 183. Thank you for the 5 bones and the super sticker. We sell the market. We set the market. Yes, we do. We set the market for sure. All right, so let's give this thing away. Wait, what time is it? Did we even do story time? Holy shit, we are way past story time. All right, let's give this away. If you guys want to do story time, I'll do story time, but we don't have to. I know it's getting late. You guys are probably wanting to win some shit and get out of here. So let's say we're going to do the Kubi. I was going to talk about some watches too. I even pulled out my watch to talk about. But I guess we can give away this light too. I got another one anyway. So let's do the Kubi and the flashlight. One gift, one package. And just make sure after whoever wins, just make sure you email me or send me a message on Instagram. Yeah. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write down a number, and it's going to be between 1 and 200. No. Yeah. 1 and 200. I'm going to write down a number between 1 and 200. You guys are going to have to get as close as you can to the number without passing it. Do not go yet. Don't go. I will write go in the chat. Do not go. So you're going to have to get as close as possible. Stop guessing. Blake with the 5 bones. You're doing a good job, mate. Keep going. Thank you, man. Cheers to you, man. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. So when I write go in the chat, that is when you can go. And whoever's counting now or writing numbers down now, you're kicked out. You're done. You're done. So you're kicked out of the thing already, and you haven't even started yet. So when I write go, you can guess. You only get one guess. One guess. You get one guess. And it looks like all you guys already guessed. You already fucked up. So after I say go, you get one guess. That's it. No 2 guesses, just one, right? And whoever does not pass the number I wrote down between 0 and 200, go. We're going to let it roll for 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. All right, I'm going to go through the numbers and we will see who's the closest. Ooh, that was so close, but it went over. Ooh, another one that went over. Damn, it's so close. Damn, another one went over. Man, another one. Shit, man. Everybody guessed the same number that was right over the top. This is going to be tough, man. Somebody's got to be close to it. Oh, we got one person that's close to it right now. One person so far that's close. Let's see if we can get anybody else. Give me 1 second. I'm almost done. So I'm just going to let you guys know the number. And then I will go back through it. Oh, shout out to Richie B and Lindy Lou. Definitely go follow their content. Okay, so the number is 156. 156. And the winner that I see is Mike Jernak with 153. He was the closest to it that I can see without passing it. The number is 156, and Mike Jernak was the closest without going past it that I can see. So congratulations to Mike Jernak from what I can see. If you guys see another number that's not past stop, when I put stop in, let me know. But as of right now, Mike Jernak, contact me, brother. You are the winner of the Kubi, damn it, I can't even think of the Drake. The Kubi Drake, an M390 with the 3.4-inch blade with a titanium clip G10 and the Through Night Archer Mini. I'll give you the new one though. I got a brand new one that's not open. So congratulations, Mike. Ian got it after. Yeah, I seen Ian too. Ian got it after. If you scroll up a little bit higher, you'll see Mike. I know Ian said it. Oh, Ian said 154? Oh shit, I might have messed up. All right. If Ian said 154, then Ian got it. I'm sorry, I thought he said 153. Did Ian get it? If Ian got it, then Ian got it. Maybe we might have to give away 2 knives tonight. Don't congratulate Mike yet. Okay, so it's Ian. Okay, Ian won it with 154. Let me go up and get it because I'll find it. Give me 1 second because I thought I seen it. I thought it was 153. Somebody get somebody out of the chat, please. We got a moderator in here, don't we? I don't see it. Oh, there it is. You're right. Ian is the winner. Congratulations to Ian. I'm sorry, Mike. I almost thought you won, brother. But you know what, though? Mike, just because you were a good sport, you didn't go away empty-handed. Send me your contact info. I got something for you, too. You know what we're going to give you? We got something for you, too, Mike. Check this out. We have... And you know what? It's your lucky day too because nobody else has one of these. Nobody else has one of these. You won because I got 3 of these, but I got 2 of this color. So I'm going to give you one of these. So Mike, you got the bulldozer, the concept bulldozer in 154 CM. I think it's 154. Yeah. No, sorry, D2. Sorry, all the other ones are 154. In D2, blue G10, steel liners, pocket clip, front flipper. I just did a first impressions on this one and a coated version. So shout out to Mike and Ian. Ian got the Kubi with the flashlight. And the second place, who was Mike, got the concept. Rocky Mountain Bear, his new member. Shout out to the Bang Gang squad. Hell yeah. Thank you for joining, man. And congratulations to Ian and Mike. Ian with the 154 number and Mike with the 153. Oh, Mike, it's my honor, man. It's my honor. It's my honor, man. I want to. Well, it's the first one. Whoever's the first one with 154. Or the first one that's the closest. Hold up, Jared. It doesn't matter. If there's 2, it doesn't matter. They can't. Whoever gets it first. So that's how it would go. So if there's 2, if Ian was first, Ian wins it. Oh, fuck. We got another one now. Well, I see. Okay, so on your screen, it might be different than mine. Mine is how I get it. I have to go off of mine. And when I scrolled down, Mike got it, and then Ian was next with 154. I can timestamp it and double check right now while we're here. But And I will, just to prove it, because I don't want to get nobody wrong. So I'm going to go down it right now. I'm at Ian. Okay. I'm going to go up from Ian. I'm at Ian right now. I'll even prove it. Bang, right there. Okay. I'm going to go up the list. If I see another 154, well, then we got another giveaway. Nope. There's Mike. So Mike, and then the next one is Ian. So it's Mike and Ian. On your screen, it could be different. I have to go off of my own screen. And I can even go right down the list. It goes Mattisfaction, Josie, dun da 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 dun da 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 dun da 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 dun da 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 dun da da dun da da da. If you look, none of these are 154. As I go down, and then Ian, bam. So that's how I got it on my screen. That's how we have to do it. It's not though. You mean first in the list before? Before Mike, you mean? I don't think so. Your list might be different. We've done this before. Your computer is different. What you're seeing is different than mine because it comes into me, right? So it depends on how it shows up on my screen. When you were showing, yes, 2 above before Ian, I'm going to go back. I did not see it. Am I dumb? That could be possible. Hold on. Man, this is so far away now. I'm going to wind up losing it soon. Okay, everybody stop talking because if you keep talking, it's not going to let me keep going up. It's about to stop. It's about to run out. So I have Ian right here, 154, 159. Oh, right here. Bion Kai. Okay. This is fucking crazy. All right, I guess I fucked up again. So we got Boyan Kai, if that's how you pronounce it, winning the Kubi. Then we got Kubi and the Through Night. And then we got Ian and Mike. Both winning bulldozers. Because I got 3 of them, so I might as well give 2 away. I don't need 3 of them. So contact me, guys. We got 3 giveaways. We might as well give away 3, right? I mean, it's a 120K giveaway. And tomorrow we're giving away 5 more fucking things. We might as well give the whole damn house away. But I do got 2 more bulldozers, so no worries at all. One of you guys. Oh, wait, no. Shit, I'm sorry. I messed up just now. I meant I'm going to give one. Somebody's going to get a Prada tote. Not a bulldozer. Which, hey, even better, right? So what we'll do is this is how it's going to go. So we got, because I got 2 of these too. So we got, this one has a little stick though. Maybe I'll give you the other one. The other one doesn't have a stick. This one has just a tiny bit. I mean, it'll go away probably within 3 days. It's not like stick. It's just snug. You can't even hear it. Let me see. No. So what we're going to do is this is how we're going to do it because I'm an idiot and I'm half blind. We're going to go. I can't even remember the dude's name. Bayou? Got the Kubi and the light. Ian has the Prada Tout, the Concept Prada Tout, and Mike has got the bulldozer. Isn't that a giveaway? That's how we do it over here at Neevesknives. Let me put this in here. I don't want to forget it. And I don't have the box for the Concepts. I didn't get them with boxes. I only got them with pouches. I do have some boxes, but they wouldn't be the right box. So And the boxes are listed. I don't think you guys care though. Oh, well, man, thank you, man, for the shipping. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Holy shit, we got another one. Chuck it with the 5 bones. I was going to buy that Thai bulldozer you showed today, but it was sold out everywhere. Yeah, I couldn't even link it. I tried down in the description and shit. I couldn't even find one. These ones aren't even available yet. So you guys are getting one before it ever even drops. These aren't even available yet. So this is a good example too. And then this one, the Prada Tout. It's a good it's a good example, but the lock bar is it's a little snug under there, but all that and it's got oil on it. It might be just oil on the lock face. It'll break in. Like, it's not bad at all. Nice stiff detent, and I mean that in a good way. Good detent, nice drop, nice and smooth. And these things break in really glassy. Like, really, really glassy. So let me just remember that. So we got Coy, Ian, and then Mike was the bulldozer. Oh shit, we got some more donations. Mike, oh, you didn't have to do that. Thank you, Mike, for the 10 bones. Congratulations to you. And Zachariah with the 5 bones for the shipping. Thank you, guys. Man, holy shit, thank you. You guys are, holy cow, we have more. John, for shipping and you being a stand-up dude, teaching humility to the masses. Thank you, John, for the 5 bones. Man, you guys are amazing. Holy shit. Strawman with the 2 bones, making things right. Oh, man, I'm good character. Thank you, man. Holy cow. Just stopped in to say congrats, brother, on getting that plaque. Thank you, Brandon. I do appreciate it, man. It is it's such a huge mile marker. Let's take a look at it once again. You know, I'm going to tell you guys a funny little story really quick. It's not story time story, but it's like just a little story. So I seen this dude who is like a huge YouTuber, and so like there's 4 different plaques you can get. When you get 10 million, you get the diamond, right? So this is the silver. Silver's 100,000. Then there's gold at 1 million or something like 500,000 is gold, and then 1 million is platinum, and then 10 million is diamond, something like that. Anyways, dude had the diamond, and it's a lot bigger than that. Like it looks like it's stainless steel, and it's got a big diamond on it. So he took it in to get it tested and tried to pawn it at a pawn shop as a joke, right? And he wanted to see how much he could get for it, and he wanted the gold and the diamond tested, and it's a big diamond. You know it's not real. Like, I know it's not real because I know diamonds. Like, I used to sell the fuck out of diamonds. And if that diamond was real, come on. It'd be like one of the biggest diamonds on the planet. Anyways, so he gets it tested, gets the gold tested and shit like that. It's stainless steel, first of all. And the diamond's crystal. But he asked him, like, how much will you give me for it, right? Like, it takes a lot to get one of those. So you guys can imagine, it takes a lot. Oh, Zachariah, I think you're short on shipping. Here's a bit more. Man, thank you, Zachariah. I appreciate it. Holy shit, thank you. You guys are amazing, man. But he took it in and he asked, how much will you guys give me for it? I believe they started out at like $4,000 or something like that. They wound up going up, and like they were like willing to give him like 10 grand for it, I think, at the end, something like that. But that was it. I think what they did was they went on a seller's site to see what's the most one sold for, and I think they found one that like sold for like 15 grand or something like that. But anyways, he didn't sell it. He wouldn't have sold it. That's a huge accomplishment, and to get to 10 million subscribers, like, like, you know how much money you're making if you have 10 million subscribers? Like, it wouldn't make any sense. It would not make any sense. You'd be making that much per video. Like, you wouldn't give a fuck about pawning that thing. Oh, man, thank you, dude, and congrats on the plaque. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. And make sure you You guys message me. All you guys message me your addresses, so I have it for Monday. Story time, really quick. What was the story I was gonna tell? I didn't write it down. If you guys think of something, let me know. What did I think of? I don't remember. I guess I can just come up with something. All right, here's a story. I don't know if I told this one before. I might have. I don't know. But my first bar fight. How about that? My first bar fight. Ian with another 5 bones. More shipping. Thanks, Jared. You're awesome. Man, you guys better slow down. You guys are gonna want to buying these fucking things. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. 100 milli plaque. 100 milli plaque, man. Is that what the diamond is? Is that what you're saying? No, I think it's 10 million is the diamond. Anyways, he's a veterinarian too. Tell us the story of your first YouTube vid. You guys can go watch that. It's not very it was just me and Kara we did. So I'll say it really quick. So everybody, all the YouTubers in the knife community did this because we still do it, but it's called oh man, what the hell is it called? Stasa, help me out. What's it called when you have a knife, when you do a video and you tag, right? You tag somebody. Yeah, you tag somebody to do a video. So all the knife channels were tagging each other to do 5 knives with a twist. 5 knives with a twist. So the 5 knives was like was 5 different categories of knives, and you had to pick your choice for that category. And I think we might even do this video now. I need to write myself a note. 5 knives with a twist. So we were like, we loved it. Like we were into the content, and we were all into the knife content. Me and Kara, we were like balls deep into the knife content. And we were thinking about starting a channel. And then we were like, we were getting knives, so we had a little collection going, nothing crazy, but we had a, good 10 knives, 15 knives, maybe even a few more. And, we decided, because we weren't tagged, obviously, we didn't have a channel, so nobody even knew we existed. But we were like, why don't we just do this and do our own thing, like our own twist? So we did 5 knives with a twist, but Neevesknives edition. We didn't say that, but it was our own 5 knives with a twist, and we just changed the categories around. So instead of the category being something, we just changed it to like user or work knife, something. I don't know what we did, but you can go watch the video. And we just sat on the carpet and made a video. No lighting, no nothing, just a phone and a carpet and a piece of paper. And you can see, if you look at that video, you can see I'm missing my finger, like part of my finger, my nail, and like it looks disgusting. But I was working for this company, and I crushed my finger, and it no, wait. One of them I crushed and one of them got cut. But one of them got cut all the way through. It was these 2 nails right here, and one got cut all the way through, like down in. So from here forward was falling off, and then my pinky was crushed. And both my nails fell off, and it was pretty disgusting. But you can see it in the video. But yeah, that was our first video. And then I think our second one was we went outside, and we went out like on a trail, and we did a video with the anteater. I think that was the second video. It might have been the artisan shark, actually. I don't remember. It was one of the two. What's up, Lacey? How's everyone tonight? Very good, very good. Celebrating the old plackety plaque. My old back pocket plaque. You can grow your finger. Wait, you can't. Well, no, the top of my finger. Sorry. If you look at it, like the top of my nail fell off. It was like it was crushed. So I didn't grow my finger back. It healed. Like it wasn't like it was like cut off, but like the whole top of my finger was like it was crushed, right? The other one was cut. So from that cut forward, that all fell off. It turned my finger, it was black, like it was nasty. The one that got crushed, the blood, we wound up having to drill holes through the nail, and it squirted and shit. Like it was pretty disgusting. But yeah, I mean, you just watch the videos. You can watch like the first 5 videos. You can see my finger. If you really, I tried to hide it from the camera as much as I could, but there are a couple clips you can see it. Um, I actually have some old recordings that I never posted. They're like funny as hell. That me and Kara like doing like planning videos, but she was recording me and I didn't know. And there's one you can see me sitting there with it because I didn't know I was being recorded. Just opened a brand spanking new RHK fire tack. Didn't think I'd like it because it's a Spanto, but this thing is sold. Looks like a keeper. Nice. Good for you, man. Damn, Neeves, you almost crawl out of my computer trying to read these comments. What? What do you mean? Because I'm looking down? They're really little. My laptop's right here. I'm in a desk, so it's far away from me. So I gotta like, it's little. So I gotta like look at, I could sit here on my phone and go like this, but I'm blind, guys. I can't see shit. I'm gonna go to the eye doctor soon and get glasses. The glasses I do have, they're not really my prescription. Do I like it? Is a bloopers video. It is, and it's hilarious because I'm like, I look fucked up, but I'm fresh off of work and I'm just exhausted. And there's a funny ass part to it. I don't know if you guys would think it's funny, but me and Kara, every time we watch it, like we cry laughing because like I don't know I'm being recorded. So like, and I'm like exhausted, so I sound fucked up, but like I'm kind of goofy, because I'm kind of loopy at the same time. But there's just this one part that me and Kara, like every time we watch it, like we almost cry laughing. It's so funny. Dude, the afro is out of control. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it. It's not a fro. I was wearing a hat and it's pushed forward right now. I just didn't care, when you have such beautiful hair and you wear a hat, it kind of gets faded. Looks good though. But God, 125 spider codes, 125 spider. I meant a knife. Please get your head out of there. I meant a knife. Not me. Hook up a small TV at eye level for comments and use. I do normally I have a an iPad right here. I don't. It's out there. I only have this right now. I tried to read it from here, guys. I try to, but like I also want to see it fast. Like I don't want to sit here and squint and like try. Like right now, me looking at it, I can't read any of them. Like not at all. Like I can read Breeze because his is thicker. I can read Lacy Lace. Like I can see the names and almost the words, But like if I sit here and like really squint, I can see them. But if I just go like this, I can see them perfect. So. And also I can just bring them up. Not sharp. A lot of those are cheap knives. So, I don't know what that means. So, should we do a story or should we just call it a night, guys? It's 10:07. I know some of you are probably wanting to get the fuck out of here. Jay, around 25 is just PM2's fucking sprints get me. Can you flip a Demco for me so I can drift off to sweet knife dreams? I'll definitely flip them for you. So you can get the 20.5 or the 20. Let's do the 20.5 first. Oh, that's nice. That thing sounds delicious, doesn't it? Oh, shit, that thing's turned off. Damn, that sounds good. Kara's back there. Now let's listen to the real deal. Shut up. Can you guys hear her? She is so loud out there. I hope you guys can't hear her. You guys are laughing your asses off. That is some sweet music to my ears. Yes, it is. 98% American. Yes, it is. 98%, baby. What do we got? We got a liner and the lock. Oh, and the clip. It's Taiwan. Everything else, USA, baby. The steel, well, the heat treat, the blade, the scales. I might have to get a new clip that's USA made just to get it to 99%. I guess then it would be 98. It's probably 95 right now. What time tomorrow? You talking to me? I don't know. It'll just be up. You'll see it. I normally don't post until on the weekends. I post a little earlier. During the weekdays, I don't post till 3:30, 3:45 or later. But on the weekends I post a little bit earlier. So just keep an eye out for it. You won't miss it. But I'm not sure. Whatever time it goes up. Because I'll probably try to get something else up too. Because I can do a Patreon video, but I can't like if I get content up, I can only put so many videos up. Otherwise they won't they'll let me put them up, but they won't send out notifications after 3. I can't find an aftermarket clip for the 20.5. Thank you for the 2 bones, Chuck it. Yeah, I don't know any either. Yeah, I don't know any either. And it's not a big deal, having a Taiwan clip, but I don't know. I guess somebody's got to make one. Original Goat doesn't make one, do they? Do they? Do they make one? Alice, do they make one? I can't remember. I know they make the back spacers and the scales. I didn't know if they made Lynch clip. I don't know if a Lynch clip will fit. Lynch makes one? Really? What? No. Alice Hill says Original Goat makes one. Bang. Right there. USA. You have the Lynch and Alice says might as well get Original Goat because then I can be positive that it'll fit. Meaning, because I already know Original Goat, their shit fits, man. Their shit's on point. And if you guys ever have a problem with them, just talk to them. I guarantee they will deal with it like perfectly. Like that, I've talked to them on the phone. They're awesome. And like that is like they're trying to hold themselves to a very high standard. So you can be guaranteed if they accidentally send something out that's not right, or if they fuck up, they will deal with it. They'll probably just let you keep it and send you a new one. Like they're really cool. Like they're awesome. And they're really good at what they do. Like I was amazed with how well these things fit. They're so good. And since it's their scales, I the clip would only make sense. Johnny with the 5 bones. Thanks for keeping us entertained and informed. Cheers to your accomplishments. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. You should see it since Breeze is thicker. What did Breeze say? What did Breeze say? Breeze said something. Fox 507 needs a refund. Fox 507 needs a refund. I don't get it. I'm lost. See, you guys already said too much. So you guys get to talk in the chat and I don't see it. It just goes by, Look up. Yeah, of course look up. There's a lot of look ups. There's so many. I am really in love with your knives. Please send me one, brother. Where do you live? Last time I agreed to that, there was another country. I still sent it though. I don't know if it ever made it. I don't see nothing, man. Story time, please. I see that. I do have a quick story I could tell. Fox donated 5 bones. Where? I'll announce it, but I don't got. Oh, there it is. Fox with the 5 bones. He wanted a refund, but we got to it. Thank you, Fox. I appreciate it, man. I'm sorry I did not see it. Sometimes if so many chats coming at once, it just goes past, and I have to scroll to find the things. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I'm sorry, man. What a dick. What a dick he is. But hey, I got it. I got it. We got control. Where's he at? Oh, New Jersey, New Jersey. Well, uh, send me your address. We'll see what we can put together. I might have something I can send you. Tri-States in the house. There's Tri-State EDC. All these fine folks all in one place. Thank you, Tri-State. And shout out to Tri-State EDC. Definitely go and follow his content. How many people do we have in here still? Let's see here. See if we have enough for story time. 143. All right, let's do story time. Fuck it. That's a late one since it's Plaque Day. Usually a lot of people don't like story time, so they take off pretty quick. Some people love it. Some people love it. So I don't know if I told this story or not. So this was I was 15, something like that. And it was my first bar fight. Why was I in a bar at 15? Who fucking cares? But I was. My family did racing and shit. So we were at the racetrack and they were racing and stuff like that. And afterwards we go to this bar. There's a bar that's kind of nearby. And so we all go to the bar, all the racers, all the pit crews and shit like that. And so we all went to the bar. Well, one of the people there's like, like it's not my family or anything that's like, cause my family's there, that's racing and shit. But then also there's another guy who's really close to the family, is actually like using my uncle's garage as his shop and things like that. And his ex old lady is now with this other guy who's a race car driver. So it like caused like shit. And he's like pissed off, like he's like wanting to fight and shit. And we got like our people, we're in this bar. And remember, I'm underage, I'm only like 15, and maybe 15, 16, something like that. And we have a big crowd of people, like but they do too. And we're in the bar, and it starts off because the guy comes in with the old lady or whatever, or the guy that has the girl now comes in, and the guy that's like kind of friends with us, he's really mad about it, right? And we don't really give a shit, but he's really butthurt about it. Well, he starts to fight, like starts to argue. And one of the guys that's like on our team, one of the racers, actually, one of the race car drivers, Breeze definitely knows who it is a hothead. Definitely a hothead. And he like starts really antagonizing it, like starting to like fight. And it starts like with like a small bit of fighting, like kind of a little bit of pushing and shoving, and then it just fucking breaks out all into hell. And people are swinging and hitting each other, and I'm swinging and hitting people, but I'm young. I'm young as fuck. But the thing is, though, is that everybody's drunk. I'm not. So I'm not drunk. So I'm pretty good at fighting, adults when I'm not drunk, and they are, I guess. But also it's so packed that you can be hitting somebody and they'll move like pretty quickly, like because the crowd will push them, and next thing you know, you're like surrounded by your own people or somebody else. So it's like you're hitting somebody and then they get moved from the crowd, and you're hitting somebody else. And it was just like an all-out fucking brawl. Then the like I guess the people that would be the bouncers, maybe, I don't even know if there was real bouncers there. Maybe they were, I don't know. They started screaming like to take it outside, and opened up the door and like started like trying to like shovel people out. Well, it winds up going outside. And the guy that I was talking about a little bit ago, that's like a hothead, when we get out there, he's out in the parking lot. I think he must have made it out. I don't know, maybe he made it out there a second before I did or whatever. But when I got out there, he's fighting with the one dude, and he fucking takes his head. Like he literally like drags the guy fucking over to a car and is slamming his head in a car door. And I just remember seeing this. Like, I didn't see the whole part of like escalating to there, but I seen that part. And it was just like, what the fuck? Like, he's fucking smashing this door into this guy's head. Maybe the guy was trying to get in his car. I don't know, or something. I have no idea. Like I said, I didn't see that whole part, but I did see that part with the door. And but yeah, it was crazy as shit. And yeah, then it all just like kind of started breaking up, and people started separating. And people were like trying to separate other people, and trying to calm the whole situation down. And everything, was fine. No cops came or anything like that. We all left laughing, and good times. But yeah, it was crazy. I was so young though. But after that, I had been in like I had been in a couple, but before I was ever even 18. I had been in like two others. Ah, I was maybe about 18, but before I was 21. Um, but no, it was a good time though. Really good time. And we had been to that bar so many times, like it was a normal thing after the races. It was um a normal place to go after the races at that race, or that, racetrack. And that was sprint car races, by the way. 2 lifetimes ago, I was a competitive fighter. Papa Pita with competition fight. Nice. Hell yeah. Don't fuck with Papa Pita. I want a puppy, maybe. Kyle wants a puppy. Somebody get him a puppy. My pit was 1 out of 12, and they had another dog also. Only fights in Michigan get the cops called immediately. They don't let us have fun. Yeah, this is kind of not out in the sticks, but kind of where it's like somebody would have to call, and nobody was calling the cops. Like, it just not that type of crowd, you know what I mean? Nobody's calling the cops. Even if they screamed, we're calling the cops. Nobody's fucking calling the cops. Good night, everyone. I'm out. I know I'm about to be out too, guys. I do appreciate everybody joining us. First off, shout out to all the patron members. Watch for the giveaway tomorrow, or the winnings, I guess. So there's 3 people that are winning on the Patreon giveaway tomorrow. Watch for that. Also, watch tomorrow for the over 100K giveaway tomorrow. Don't forget that. That will be up tomorrow, and there will be plenty of giveaways on there. Deacon with the 10 bones. Nicely done on the 100K plaque. Congrats. Bang, gang, bang, gang. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's amazing. Also, shout out to all the Bang Gang members and all the support. That's amazing. We do not have a live this week, but next week we have a live for the Bang Gang squad. So that'll be next week. And we are going to continue to do stuff or give stuff away on there. Also, obviously we do live sharpenings. But shout out to all you guys, man. Thank you guys for all the donations tonight. And thank you guys for hanging out with me and supporting me and showing me so much love. It is amazing. I feel very, very blessed to be a part of this community and to be, just a part of something with you guys. I think, I know we're not changing the world over here or nothing, but it does feel very, very special. It feels special to be a part of something and to have such good friends because I talk to so many of you guys, personally, privately, and, just bullshit, even on here, or in the comments. It's a great crowd, man. Everybody supports each other. We all back each other up. And it's nice knowing you have people have your back. And I love it. And I love being a part of it. So, and we will be hitting 200K pretty quick here, hopefully. We're going to keep grinding until we do. I love you guys. Thank you guys for everything. Peace.